Hey, hey, hey! Back for another Shadowlands beta live stream, and for the 84th time in a row, is more Torghast runs for sure. That is what we're up to here today. Gotta continue on and keep working our way through the different specializations. On a little bit early here today, maybe I can get some extra runs in. That's kind of the goal here. Keep working on this stuff. Before we get started, wanted to let you guys know, check the description below for a bunch of links. We got the Discord channel, 70 plus and going strong. Pretty fun to hang out in there, and also a good place to ask me questions, get in touch outside of the normal YouTube avenues, so be sure to check that out. Also got my Twitch channel, be starting back up on that next month. And that's where you can catch me playing games that aren't World of Warcraft. And as well, we've also got the link to the Patreon down there. If you guys want to check that out, there's a bunch of new additional live stream content coming for Patreon subscribers starting in September. Lots of interesting stuff coming, so be sure to check that out if that sounds like something that you might be into. So, other than that, don't forget, got Alliance and Horde guilds going on. Proudmoore US server. Search for Tsetzuko Alliance or Horde. Ask for an invite, and you shall receive one. We're going to be just a safe haven for testing out builds and playing and learning new specializations and classes, as well as for in-game, we're going to be tackling Torghast, Mythic Plus dungeons, and legacy content. I think I got that down to a science. All right, that's the pitch. David, hey, welcome to the stream. First time I've seen you chatting. Appreciate you stopping by. So, let's see. I wanted to run through real quick and check out the specializations that I have left to show off in Torghast. So, I still have Arms and Prot Warrior to show. I've technically done all three Paladins. I haven't really done like a full... I basically did Prot Paladin. It was the first thing I took through Torghast as kind of my trial run. So, I think Paladin's all done, actually. Still have Unholy for Death Knight. Demon Hunter is all done. Druid, we still have Resto. Yeah, Resto's the only spec left. Monk is actually all done. We've still got at least Outlaw for Rogue, and I was going to rerun one of the Rogue specs as well. So I think we have like 2 left for Rogue. We've got Holy Priest, which we're definitely doing today. That's one of the runs we'll be doing. Warlock, we've got Destruction. Shaman, we've got Resto and Elemental left. And then for Hunter, we've got Beastmaster and Survival. And then I don't have a mage made right this second, but still have to go through on Arcane and Frost. So basically, Shaman up. We still have some specs to play. Like I said, Holy Priest, we're definitely going to do today. I kind of want to jump on something melee first, and I think I want to try Survival Hunter. So I think we're going to jump in and start with Survival Hunter, and then we'll do Holy Priest at some point. And along the way, we're going to take votes for what the other specializations are going to be that we're going to be doing on stream here today. Cass, stopping by to say hello and goodbye. Goodbye, Cass. Bloodburn, hey, first time I've seen you in the stream as well. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. All right, so I do not have a Covenant ability picked out on this character yet. So I think we're going to go in just Covenant ability lists into Torghast. We're going to switch over to Survival. And we're going to equip our melee weapon. There we go. And let's check out... We're going to want to summon a pet. Let's do... I always like the stag. We'll go with the stag. And then we'll take a look at talents once we get over to Torghast itself. Now, you guys bear with me on stream today. I'm testing out a new piece of equipment. I recently got a Razor Tartarus. And if you don't know what that is, you can look it up, but it's a keypad. And I'm trying to test and see whether it actually helps with my carpal tunnel and stuff like that. or not. I already know it's a lot more comfortable in terms of hand positioning. I don't have to have like one hand way off over to the side messing with my keyboard, but it's going to be a little bit of an adjustment for me to get used to it. So like I said, you guys bear with me there. Chances are I'm going to forget some keys, hit some keys that I shouldn't and stuff like that, but I'll get the hang of it. I practiced with it a good amount yesterday, but it should be fun. It should be interesting. I like it so far. All right, let's go ahead and queue up the demon. Hey, you guys are killing it on the new chats today. Welcome to the stream. That's the third new person in chat today. Awesome to have you guys here, really. Thanks for tuning in. It goes pretty well. I'm incredibly tired, but I also have a Red Bull dinner of champions, I guess. So hopefully that's going to get me through. And we're going to get some streams in here. And we're going in with, like I said, Survival Hunter. Looks like we have to resummon our old stag here. And we're going to check out the talents. And let's see what we want to do here. Now, I know 100% for sure I want Wildfire Infusion. I'm pretty sure I'm going to want Mongoose Bites, but we'll see. We'll get there. So Wildfire Infusion is going to make using Wildfire Bomb a lot more interesting. I'm just a big fan of that all around. Let's see. We could Harpoon over and over again. I don't know if we'll need to do that in Torghast. Let's see. AoE is pretty good, so if we go the Serpent Sting build where we can tag a couple of things at the same time, that might actually be pretty nice. It's also nice to have Guerrilla Tactics, so we have 2 charges on Wildfire Bomb. Let's see, so Wildfire Bomb is not spinning focus, whereas Serpent Sting is, so I think we want to just keep the charges on Wildfire Bomb for right now. We might change that a little bit later, but for right now, we're going to pick that up. We'll keep Trailblazer for now until we get a different movement speed thing going in here. And I think Murder of Crows might actually be pretty good in here. Yeah, we're going to grab Murder of Crows. And there's some cool stuff we can get for Post Haste, and also Binding Shot is pretty good as well. But Binding Shot's a little bit better if we're playing like full range, and we're going to be up in stuff's face. So I think we want to keep Born to be Wild. That way we have Aspect of the Turtle on call when we need it a little bit more often. And then we're going to grab Mongoose Bite. And I think for right now, let's pick up Alpha Predator. So we just have a lot more. I feel like we're going to get some anima powers that are going to play into the various abilities we have here, and it's going to be nice to have extra charges of them. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to switch some stuff around here on my bar. So we're going to want to have our Serpent Sting, Mongoose Bites. We want to have our Wildfire Bomb and a Kill Command. We're going to want Carve in there. We're also going to want our Murder of Crows. That's going to be one that we're going to want to have in there. Okay, what else do we want to grab? We definitely want to get... Oh, we have Kill Shot. Kill Shot could be pretty good to have. I think we do want to put that in there. We've got Intimidate, Muzzle. Muzzle is definitely one we want. We want our Interrupt to be in there. We got Shrapnel Bomb, Serpent Sting, Mongol, or let's add Kill Shot. Got Kill Command. We got our Harpoon. I think the rest of this we can kind of wing it a little bit. Let's go here, here. Those got mixed up a little bit. All right, this should be good enough to get us in there, and then I can adjust as I need to. Rees Ramis says, hi, I'm a WoW noob and just watch your Blood Death Knight video. Super helpful, super informative, great content, great knowledge. Thank you so much. No, thank you so much for checking out the video and taking the time to hop into the stream, say hello, and leave a wonderful comment. I appreciate it. Goodbye Nicotine says, will you be implementing OPI with the Tartarus? Yes, I've actually already done that on retail, on live. Maybe I can show it off at the end of the stream, perhaps. The setup is better with OPI because I don't need to hotkey as many things. But I wanted to practice with it in beta, so we are not doing this. We're not doing this tile set. I hate this tile set. I refuse to do this tile set unless it's on a class or specialization that I know I like and have a lot of fun with, or I could see doing it. I think it'd actually be pretty fun with more than one person, but solo on a specialization I'm trying for the first time, I just don't want to do it. So we're just going to jump back in and get a different setup here. Yeah, I've already been using the Tartarus with OPI on retail. I just got it a day or two ago. Yesterday. I just got it yesterday. So I did some practice. I ran some Torghast with it on a warrior. It's weird. It's going to take some getting used to. It's going to take less getting used to when I can actually use add-ons. Ooh, this one has the skeletal remains, so it should be a little bit of a challenge, I think. Maybe our pet's gonna die a lot. We'll have to see. Okay, so if you launch a flare into your tar trap, all enemies inside the tar trap will burn for 1600 fire damage every 1.9 seconds for 12 seconds. So, okay, you know what? Okay, I guess this is what we're doing. Let's do it. All right, so we got shrapnel. It's definitely going to take some getting used to. There's a couple of weird things with the setup this way. Like the tab targeting is weird. Let's go ahead and... No path available. Are you kidding me? There's totally a path. What are you talking about? Okay. I guess we'll... Yeah, that's... Is that just a weird bug? Who knows? Okay, back to the anima power. So this is really, really strong, but the problem is it's really like hard to... It takes a while, right? So we have flare and we have tar trap, right? If you throw your tar trap out and it triggers and then you throw flare, like it doesn't start doing damage until flare actually hits the ground. So look at how long this is taking, right? Solo... Even though this is strong, like solo, I just think this isn't very good. Keep going, and right about there, it would have started doing the damage. So I'm not a big fan. Like, I think this is an awesome ability, and it's cool that you can use the combos there. But I think solo, like, it's going to be really hard to make good use of this. We could try it, but I just think over here it says your attacks have a chance to fire a bolt of magic, dealing frost damage to enemies within 5 yards of your target. That just seems like more solid, less situational. I'm just going to pick that up for right now because I feel like it's a little bit more reliable, and we're going to get more use out of it right off the bat. What? Yeah, something is totally wrong with Harpoon right now. All right, we got shrapnel, so we want to start hitting this. We want to do that into this. And we haven't... I was reading some feedback about Survival Hunter, and one of the things that they said is that a big issue right now is that the focus regen on Survival Hunter is abysmal right now. And if you guys look at it, like, look how long it's taken me to regen this focus. It's taking a long time. And so I think we're going to struggle with this throughout the We're going to struggle with this throughout the run. All right, so then we shrapnel bomb. All right, kill command damage. That's always cool. So yeah, right here, I should be able to harpoon. Yeah, that's totally bugged. I wonder. So we're not using a talent on it, so that's fine. But if I can't actually use harpoon, then I don't know. We might as well move it off the bar, right? What are you doing, creepy? I saw you there. You just creeping?
Oh yeah, I was trying to be funny.
Funny looking. Okay, damage of your next kill command is increased by 20% when you break an ashen phylactery, stacks up to 100 times. Or enemies within 15 yards have their cast speed reduced by 30%. I actually think that's a pretty solid defensive ability in here. So I'm gonna take that. Especially when you're melee, because you're gonna be like up close to your targets a lot anyway. Okay, yep, so we definitely have a bugged harpoon, so we're gonna switch that. Alright, so we got shrapnel bomb into. Oh man, we got a horrific cooldown on Carve. That's just bad. Wow, that's a... Oh man, that feels really bad. We can't spam Carve. We could grab Butchery. It's got 3 charges. We would lose a charge of Wildfire Bomb, but I don't know if we care, because I feel like we'd rather have an AoE that we can spam. Matthew says, nice to have a WoW groupie. That's very true. Okay. So we've got Pheromone Bomb, which means we can basically kill command like crazy. Alright, Maw Rats explode on death. I want to be a little bit more focused for a little while here. Like, the targeting is definitely a little interesting. Come here. Alright, so drop that. Go. Kill command. Mongoose bite. Kill command. Let's go. Get it. What button did I just hit? That one. Okay. So I kind of instinctually went there for a tab target, so maybe I want to change that keybind. That kind of feels okay as a tab target. Oh, so weird. Okay, so couple of different things here. We got disengage reduces all damage you take by 50% for 10 seconds. Disengage cooldown is reduced by 4 seconds. Or dealing arcane damage has a chance to turn non-elite targets into an inanimate household object, killing them instantly. Do we have a way to deal arcane damage? Let's see. We got frost damage here. We got plague damage, and that's it. Do we actually have... I mean, we have arcane shot that we can't use unless we have a ranged weapon. I really don't want to deal with all that. I'm pretty sure that's it, right? I don't think our pet is doing anything. That sounds like a really cool ability, but I think the only way we can really do arcane damage is through arcane shot, and we would have to like do this weird weapon swapping stuff. So I think maybe disengage, reducing all damage we take. It's probably going to be the one to go for here. And I think we want to go ahead and swap out Harpoon, and we'll just add Disengage instead since the Harpoon's bugged. I also need to submit a report for that. So, constantly says there is no path available. Lonnie Lewis, hey, how's it going? Thanks for tuning into the stream. Getting going on some Survival Hunter. We're going to do Holy Priest as well, and we're going to vote probably for 1 or 2 other runs before the stream is over with. Okay, so I'm wondering about that. I need to see if I kind of instinctively hit that button again. So for you guys who are just tuning in addition to this being a Torghast stream, I'm also trying out a new piece of equipment I got. I got a Razor Tartarus, and I'm trying to see if maybe it kind of helps with my like carpal tunnel and stuff, and like just allows me to game a little bit better. I don't know if it actually will. It definitely does on retail, but this is kind of in beta. I can't use the add-on that I normally use for my hotkeys. So it's a little interesting. And I just got it yesterday, so this is like brand new practice for me. I am not using Murder of Crows at all. Well, this might get interesting here in a second. Let me go. We're out of focus for Carve, and that's because I wasn't using kill command. I should have saved my Carve for that. That was okay, though. Chin some focus. There we go. We got some more. It is nice that we can still use kill command as survival. That's pretty cool. There we go. Alright, we got a shrapnel bomb, so we want to group them up. Boom, into a Carve that we don't have focus for. There we go. do another bomb. Just hit a bunch of windows. Oh man, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Alright, we get a bomb. Alright, we want to get out of the way. Don't get hit. I think I can kill command. Nope. Man, these keybinds are weird. How come I can hit the button for my bags like right away when I'm not in combat, but when I'm in combat I'm like panicking and like, what button? Open talents, open bags. Oh, there goes. Oh, that's that frost ability. Okay. I was kind of wondering. Man, I really don't like that I don't have harpoon. Like, it's just killing me. It's like I engage the enemy, but then I have to like run up to them. So if you're just tuning in, my like harpoon is bugged and it constantly says that it's out of range. Or there's no path available. And this focus regen is kind of garbage if you don't just spam your kill command repeatedly. 60% maximum health. That is a enormous amount of max health, so we will definitely take that. Kind of figured that would be a dead end. Give me the focus. I think I should switch those two. I want kill shot to be more easily accessible. All right, so we got shrapnel bomb. That means we want to like mongoose bite as much as we can. All right, and then we've got pheromone bomb. Also got our murder of crows. There we go. Pretty easy. Nothing like too exciting in the anima powers here. Oh, this might be something kind of exciting. So we could gain the Trailblazer talent, which we already have, and that would let us pick up something for healing, but we just got a ton of extra health, so I don't know if we actually need it. We could increase the duration of coordinated assault, which will boost our damage for us and our pet. So instead of 20 seconds, it would be increased by 4 seconds. Let's see. Do we want another talent here? We've got every 20 focus you spend reduces the remaining cooldown on exhilaration, or we could pick up camouflage. Actually, I think it might be nice to pick up camouflage, because then we could stealth past stuff if we felt like it. And honestly, I just don't particularly like any of those talents, so I don't know if it matters which one we pick. Okay, we're going... How are we? We're already on floor 3. This is insane. We have like no anima. We got 200. That's enough to barely buy anything. Hopefully we get... Oh, we do have 3 anima powers here, so maybe they're being nice to us. I really wish we could have picked up that arcane instant kill anima power. Alright, what do we got in this one? So, when we attack a new creature, we're healed, or aspect of the cheetah cooldown is reduced by 30 seconds. We'll go for the heal. I'm not too worried about aspect of the cheetah. All right, so we're up to 232. Still not much. Okay, here we go. Your first wing clip against the target now roots them in place for 5 seconds. We've got the Phantasma Shield ability, or dealing fire damage has a chance to reduce the target's movement speed by 40% for 10 seconds. So weird. Like, so many of these anima powers are like crowd control abilities instead of like damage boost or defensive. You know, like dealing fire damage has a chance to reduce. We can deal... I think, yeah, we can deal fire damage with our bomb, but reducing the target's movement speed, I don't really know, like, what the point is. We're playing melee. I mean, like, if we need to run away for some reason. And then here we just have, like, a wing clip root for 5 seconds. I honestly think we just take the shield. I don't know. Like, these are all kind of... meh. Like, the anima power options we've been getting just have not been... I don't like them. if I just be honest, I don't like them. I'm going to take the fire damage one. Just because it's weird, I guess. I'm pretty disappointed. And you guys, like, if you've watched some of my other Torghast streams, you know, like, Marksmanship Hunter was insane. I love... Marksmanship Hunter, and that includes like the anima power options I got and stuff, but honestly, like the choices I'm getting for survival kind of feel like the way that I think Blizzard looks at survival, which is like just like, you know, it's a, I don't want to say a meme spec because it's not a meme spec, but it just like they don't know what they're doing with it, I guess. And I kind of feel that through here. Once again, like Tar Trap snares the target by an additional 15%. Aspect of the cheetah cooldown reduction. Gain the Born to Be Wild talent. Like, where's the stuff that's like your shrapnel bomb, like, explodes 8 times, or serpent sting now hits 7 target? I don't know. Where's the stuff like that, right? Like, everything here is just like CC utility stuff. This is honestly kind of boring. I feel like if you kept getting this stuff in solo, like, this would just be awful. In a group, maybe you bring like the CC utility and that's kind of like what you're good at, but I don't know. I think we're probably going to end up taking the Born to Be Wild talent here. So we have Born to Be Wild. Reduce the cooldown of aspect of that. Yeah. So we can get post haste and we can get binding shot. Yeah, like these just aren't exciting at all. Like, it'd be nice if I could get, you know, something like one of these talents up here, or maybe one of the ones on here, so I could grab Hydra's Bite or Butchery in addition to Guerrilla Tactics. Like, that would be really nice. That would actually go a long way towards making this feel a little bit better. Being able to get, like, Butchery for, like, the 3 hits on Carve or something. Yeah, I don't know. These are just very... Ugh. So I think we're just going to take the Born to Be Wild talent. And we'll just grab post haste. Maybe we'll see something interesting on the shopkeeper. I wouldn't hold my breath, though. Exhilaration cooldown reduced by 20 seconds, right? So exhilaration is our little heal. We get the first wing clip roots a target. Tar Trap snares a target. Disengage cooldown reduced by 4 seconds. And then we got the generic like Phantasma Shield and increase your maximum health. Not loving it. They seem to think survival does a lot of running away. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, why do I care about snaring my target when I have to get up in the face of my target to deal damage to them anyway? Like, I could see this on Marksman especially because you want to be away from your target, but like survival, I get it. Yeah, okay, reduce the cooldown on like your crowd control abilities and your healing abilities, which is how you survive, but not when you have to melee your targets. I don't know. It seems, and even here, like I didn't even get like a crit damage, like generic or mastery or haste or anything. It's like, hey, here's more health and shields. Really? So we're going to get the plundered anima cell here and just see, like, maybe we can, like, get something out of this. This is Survival Hunter, Lonnie. Okay, here we go. When your pet's within 10 yards of a mall rat, your pet will immediately kill the mall rat and increase... Oh, where's my bag hotkey? There we go. And increase your pet's damage by 100% for 10 seconds. This can only occur once every 30 seconds. Dealing frost damage has a chance to break off a portion of your foe, reducing their health by 20%. Okay, so this frost chipper one has nothing to do with hunters. Okay, this one is like a generic anima power. It does synergize with the Finger of Frozen Fury that we just got. And then this one here is probably a hunter generic, like maw rat killing one. So I think honestly, like frost chipper is probably the one that I want to pick up. It's a really nice one, but it just kind of, once again, neither one of those screams like survival hunter to me. I think this is by far, like, Holy Paladin probably was holding the spot for, like, just kind of boring anima power run for me, like the most boring, just in terms of the powers that I was getting. But, man, this one is taking the cake for sure. Treating what's essentially a melee spec as a glass cannon is odd. Yeah, I agree. This just seems really awkward. Feels kind of hard to generate the stuff for kill shot. This is going to be pretty decent. We got a shrapnel bomb into a carve. Not bad. And it feels kind of bad when you are running low on focus here. Might as well. So what does this spec have that makes it better than like Beastmaster? I thought the point of Hunter was to be ranged, not melee. So this spec has been one that Blizzard has just kind of like struggled with the identity of for like ages now. You know, I do like this combo. Like I hardly even remember what the original intent with survival was, but basically the answer is nothing. Like there's not a lot of reason to. Okay, let me phrase this correctly. There isn't a lot of meta-based like min-maxing reasons to choose survival hunter over the other hunters. It's really just kind of like a flavor and playstyle preference thing at this point. But the thing about that is I think that Blizzard is just kind of like missing that anyway. Oh, hello there. Yeah, I feel like Blizzard is just not hitting the class fantasy. It was okay in Legion, I thought. But I really feel like they just kind of like missed out. Where are you going, pet? Are you kidding me? And bomb into carve. Kill command. I mean, it's playing decently well in here. Like, I don't feel like I'm struggling to kill things or do damage. It's just very vanilla. And I feel like Wildfire Infusion is basically mandatory to make survival feel fun. And so is Mongoose Bite, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I was saying I like the combination of Kill Shot and Murder of Crows. That feels pretty good because Murder of Crows starts taking their health down really quick, and then you get Kill Shot. Kill Shot does a bunch of damage, and it finishes off the foe, which resets the cooldown on Murder of Crows. That actually feels like a pretty good loop, and that I think that's available to all hunters. I know they all have Kill Shot, and I'm pretty sure they all have Murder of Crows as a talent option. That feels pretty good. All right, we got shrapnel bomb, so boom into a nice tasty carve. The target of your misdirect takes 90% reduced damage while your misdirection is active. So we could use that with our pet, I think, right now if we wanted to. No, it's part of your raid member. Okay. So yeah, no. I was like, maybe that'd be a cool combination solo, but no, we're just going to take the Phantasma. We'll take the currency. Man, I was thinking about putting together like a Shadowlands rewards video or awards video, and I think right now this is gonna take the award for like least interesting anima powers. Period. Let's see. Matthew says, personally, I don't think survival is better, but it comes down to playstyle. If you like melee and cool looking pets, bingo. Yeah, I would basically agree with that. I see what the problem is with my tab targeting. I do need to move it to a different key. Can you give me an anima power that doesn't suck? It won't be a hunter one, but it might be interesting. Okay, just more Phantasma, I guess. Oh, this looks fun. I wonder if we can just, like, disengage past it. No, we cannot. That torched us really good. Man, totally out of focus there. Shrapnel bomb into Carve. Dan Hughes says, so Torghast is a Palace of the Dead clone. It's not quite a clone, but it is similar. It very much is like a Palace of the Dead style piece of content. Which, I mean, I really like Palace of the Dead, so I'm fine with it. Bring it to WoW. I'm totally cool with that. Come on, I want to get my birds. Oh, so close. Oh, I didn't get it. It's like arcane mages. They've been the red-headed stepchild of mages forever. Agreed. Okay, so okay. While your pet is under the effects of Eyes of the Beast, its damage dealt is increased by 200%. I took this in one of my marksman runs. I think it might have been off stream. It's weird. I don't particularly like it. Eyes of the Beast lets you take control of your pet as if you were playing as the pet, but your pet currently basically just auto attacks. So this is super weird. We got kill shot damage increased by 20%. That's a generic hunter one. And then we have Soul Steel Pinion. Stunning a target with intimidation increases your critical strike chance by 100% and critical damage by 100% for 6 seconds. That actually seems pretty interesting. I think that's probably pretty decent, but I'm just going to be boring and take the kill shot damage. I mean, it's that intimidation one gives us a little bit of like burst, I guess. Like every minute or so we could burst. Out of focus. So what changes to classes do you think need to be made to possibly make it meta, or is there just no chance? Sorry to ask question after question. No, it's totally fine. I actually like it when people jump in the chat and ask questions because you know, you guys are interacting with me. It like gives me like a sounding board to jump off of and to talk about stuff. You know, I don't know about survival. There's a few ideas out there, and I think some of them are pretty decent. One of the ideas is that you could potentially just turn survival back into sort of a range spec. So right now, the main things that we have, Mongoose Bite is melee. And I think it's like Mongoose Bite and Carve maybe are melee. So you could make Mongoose Bite like Mongoose Shot or something and turn it into a ranged ability. I don't like that idea. I like having this specialization as kind of a melee hunter specialization. I've liked it before. In my opinion, what they should do is they should make a bunch of the talents baseline for starters. Let's see. Enemies affected by any of your traps deal 25% less damage for 10 seconds or increase your versatility. I'll take the boring stat one. They're both kind of boring. But, for example, if we had Wildfire Infusion baseline, this would make your Wildfire Bomb more interesting. We need Mongoose Bite baseline because, I mean, Raptor Strike is a super boring ability. Butchery baseline would be really nice because Carve is literally just a sweeping strike that does some damage, and it reduces the cooldown of your Wildfire Bomb when you hit targets with it, but it's super vanilla, whereas like Butchery has charges and stuff. Like those three things, take those out and put some different talents in, and you're kind of like looking in the right direction. But I think they need to define like what is survival supposed to be? Is it supposed to be the hunter spec that just doesn't die a lot? Because I don't think that that's a interesting like class fantasy. I don't know. I think the first thing they need to do is just like define what are they even trying to do with survival in the first place. And I don't know, if you take survival at face value for the name, then yeah, it sounds like it should be the hunter spec that's really good at like staying alive and surviving in harsh conditions and, you know, that kind of stuff. But I mean, we've got like melee as one aspect. We've got the wildfire bomb. We've got, I mean, that's really all we have. We have melee and a bomb. That's really all that is kind of defining survival hunter right now. I don't think that's enough. Tar trap snares. Who cares? All right, let's do this puzzle. Easy. It doesn't even look like there's a power back here. I don't know. The other ones make sense, right? Marksmanship, hunter. Okay, you're sniping the crap out of things. Beastmaster, you're like really in sync with your pet, and you also get cool pets. You get like the whole exotic pet thing. But survival, I don't know. They should make it like Rambo. It should be a crossbow spec, and you should be able to go stealth and just assassinate things out of nowhere. I'm really thinking of it now. Like let's just go Rambo. That's what we want, right? I don't think survival would ever be competitive since there are other classes that do it better. Every rogue, spec, arms warrior, etc. Yeah, I agree. Like if you really want to play a melee spec right now, then you play something that isn't survival. If you want to play a serious melee spec. Who cares? I think there could be a lot of maybe like if they did more of the ability synergies, like the tar trap plus the flare. And it kind of went with that whole identity of like, oh, well, survival hunter is all about like outwitting your opponent. You know, you put the tar trap down, then you fire the flare into it and you get this cool effect. Or maybe you put down your like ice trap and you freeze the target and then you wildfire bomb and it shatters the target or something like that. That could be cool as well. That kind of, I think to me, that kind of, when I think survival right now, I kind of think of, a hunter that's out there in the jungle with nothing, or like, like Bear Grylls or something. Like you're just out there with whatever you have and just got to kind of make the best of it. Yeah, let's combine Bear Grylls with Rambo, and that's what we got for survival. But you definitely don't have to drink your own urine or anything weird like that. I still can't believe that stuff. Acquire a weapon that the Kyrian prisoner was carrying. That seems cool. 9.0 placeholder loot item. Okay, that was not cool. I just got a gray, everybody. Tar trap. Yeah, I mean, like, we're doing good damage. It's just not very interesting, you know? Kill command damage increased by 30%. It's literally the only other damage thing we've seen, I think, besides kill shot increase. So we're going to take that. So this is the boss floor. We're going to have a little chance to get in the shop here. And maybe we can pick up some other cool anima powers. Maybe not. I've been finding that there are less offerings right before the boss on the vendor. Okay, so we've got exhilaration cooldown reduced. We've got the misdirection one. We've got tar trap snare. We got maw rats explode, which is not useful against the boss, but it is a way to get some damage. We've got critical strike chance, so I think we'll definitely take that. We've got 880 anima, so we're gonna get that, and we're gonna get both these anima cells, and just hope we can get something, anything. Kill command damage increased by 30%. We'll take it. And all right. Apparently they want to reduce aspect of the cheetah cooldown pretty bad. So we'll take it. All right. Let's see. Should be a weird fight. I don't actually know what this guy does. Man, our focus regen sucks. It really sucks on this boss. And you get those kill command resets. Okay, here we go. We just got the pheromone bomb, so we can regen a lot of focus this way. All right, we got shrapnel bomb coming up, so we want to pull a little bit of focus to make sure we can mongoose bite a bunch of times here. Next up, we got our poison bomb, so we're going to want to make sure we can serpent sting before that. There we go. We got the poison bomb. Next up, we got pheromone bomb, so we're going to be able to regen some fury again. That is quite a ways off, though. Holy cow. Let's get that poison on there again. Should be dead soon. There we go. Let's see what the boss anima power is. This is usually when we get a choice between a couple of different epic abilities, and maybe this will kind of shine some light on things. Okay, so we got the target of misdirection takes 90% reduced damage. Stunning the target with intimidation increases crit chance. Disengage drops a random trap where you leap from and where you land. Now this is really cool. It's also a generic hunter power. I don't know if this fog crystal is a generic hunter power or a survival one, but I mean, I would probably just take that one. It's pretty cool. So when you disengage, you drop, like that dropped a frost trap, and that dropped, I forget what the name of this one is. The steel trap. That's right. Yeah, I don't know. Like not my favorite way to kick off a stream. It was. I mean, it obviously did fine, right? There weren't a whole lot of times where I felt like I was really in danger. The damage was there for what we were doing. Just, I feel like I might as well have just played vanilla survival hunter with no anima powers. So yeah, I don't know. Definitely not loving the. I mean, Survival Hunter right now is basically the exact same as it is in BFA. If you strip away the Azerite powers, essences, all that kind of stuff, and you play Survival Hunter, that's what you're going to get. in Shadowlands. And I honestly was hoping that Torghast would really change that up. But based on what I just saw from the anima powers available, I think that the only way survival is going to feel kind of cool in Torghast is if you're in a group where all the crazy like CC utility type stuff is going to be like awesome, you know, and maybe that's the case on higher tier floors. I don't know. It could be that this is just one of the weird specializations that just doesn't feel great on lower floors, but is going to like bring a lot of value, even if it's not just pure crazy damage and abilities, but just a lot of value in terms of helping you progress by things like having that super like movement speed reduction in tar trap, or you know, being able to constantly hit exhilaration all the time to heal yourself. But I honestly think that I'm stretching it a bit, and that they just need to do some different stuff with survival. Based off that, I mean, if we look into, let's look at our baseline abilities for survival. So we've got Carve. I think they could do something with that. It'd be cool if there was something that just made your Carve and Mongoose Bite. So like you have Aspect of the Eagle, right? It increases the range of your Mongoose Bite to 40 yards for 15 seconds. It'd be cool if there was something that made like Carve and Mongoose Bite ranged, like for the rest of the run. That could be potentially cool. Something crazy with Harpoon, like maybe your Harpoon pulls you to the enemy and you drop like a wildfire bomb when you get to your target. That could be pretty insane. I think that'd be a fun anima power, especially if your wildfire bomb was affected by the wildfire infusion talent. Like that would be pretty sick. Like Harpoon in and just drop a bomb. That could be pretty cool. What else do we have? We've got Mongoose Bite or Raptor Strike. You know, that's I've noticed they haven't really put anima powers into the abilities that you hit like constantly all the time. Not a lot of them anyway. They seem to be like buffing up side abilities or creating weird synergies. Also, Serpent Sting, I think there's potential for something to be done there as well. I don't know what though. Yeah, I'm not sure what. Maybe your Serpent Sting could cause like a bunch of different status effects instead of just one. I don't know. I'm reaching. I really am. There's a lot of stuff you can do with the generic hunter abilities, and they have like disengage, dropping a bomb, or dropping a trap, like where you jump from and where you land. But I'm talking about just the survival abilities that we have. Yeah, there's not a lot going on. Survival is the Rambo spec. Every helmet automatically transmogs into a red bandana. I like it. That could be cool. Let's see. Maybe if they made survival the definitive AoE spec for big mob counts, it could be cool. Yeah, so something like enhancing those bombs or making a couple of different traps. Like, you know, Steel Trap is something you could put out that immobilizes an enemy. Yeah, I don't know. Survival was originally the Dot Hunter spec. The new version is returned to the Dead Zone Force Melee playstyle from the days of minimum range weapons. Set, what can you say about Shadowlands? How would you rate it? Bloodburn, welcome to the stream. Also, Dan, I don't know if I've seen you in the chat before either, so welcome. And if I have seen you before, then I'm sorry, I forgot about you. Bloodburn, welcome again. What is your avatar? Please tell me. I can't see what it is, but it looks anime. I want to know what it is. Shadowlands, man. We'll get into that after we pick the next specialization to do a run with. Okay, so we knocked out Hunter here. So we've got Holy Priest. I'm doing for sure. We don't have to do it next. If you guys want to see one of the specs I'm about to list, then feel free to let me know. We've got Arms Warrior or Prot Warrior. And then I think I could do Elemental Shaman or Resto Shaman. Those are kind of the 4 that are like up there. Most of the other classes, I've already done 2 out of 3 specializations. Those I still have like 2 to do. So I'd like to get one of those. So if you want to vote for Prot Warrior or Arms Warrior, Restoration Shaman or Elemental Shaman, any of those 4, throw a vote in the chat and we'll see what comes up, and we will run that next. And then after that, we'll do Holy Priest, and then we might either do a vote or I might pick something. You guys let me know. We got 1 vote for Arms, 1 vote for Elemental Shaman. That's 2 for Elemental Shaman. Looks like we're going to go Elemental Shaman. In we go. Now, Elemental Shaman basically plays the same way that it does on live. We got a 3rd from Tandem Dar. First time I've seen you in the chat. Thanks for throwing a vote in there and participating. Appreciate that. So yeah, Elemental Shaman basically plays the same way that it does in... Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. In live right now, Maelstrom's gone as a resource, but you're basically still building up to cast like a big Earthshock or a big Earthquake. So it functions the same way. You're still putting Flame Shock onto a target, and the ticks from Flame Shock have a chance to kind of reset your Lava Lash, Lava Burst. Which I mean, honestly, I like the way that Elemental plays in general. I think my big sort of thing that I don't particularly like about Elemental right now is everything builds into Earthshock, and I think that aesthetically it just doesn't have the oomph that I want it to have. If it just doesn't have I feel like it should have a cooler spell effect and sound effects. Okay, so there is a build that I've been using here that I like quite a bit, I think. So let's see what we can pick up. So we want Echo of the Elements to give Lava Burst 2 charges. And then I like picking up Elemental Blast just because I like it better than Earthshock as a spender of Fulmination, which is Fulmination is the stacks that you're generating in order to get a more powerful Earthshock or Earthquake. And Elemental Blast deals damage and will increase your critical strike or haste or mastery for 10 seconds, and it will consume Fulmination stacks to deal additional nature damage, which is pretty nice. The 30 tier here is kind of whatever. On 35, let's see, we've got... I think I usually just keep Master of the Elements here. So casting Lava Burst increases the damage of your next nature, physical, or frost spell by 20%. And then on 40, I usually just keep Nature's Guardian just to stay simple here. 45. Ice Fury is pretty cool. I think we're actually going to take that. So this has a 30-second cooldown. It hurls ice at the target, deals some damage, and makes your next 4 frost shocks deal 200% increased damage. So it gives you a little bit of like this chunky window when you can just cast a bunch of strong frost shocks. And I do like that quite a bit. And then down here, we're going to keep unlimited power. Basically, when our spells cause an elemental overload, we're going to get some additional haste. So I'm not going for a super complicated build. And we're going to set this up. So we do want our Flame Shock. We want Lightning Bolt, Lava Burst, And we've got our Earth Shock, but we're actually going to swap out our Elemental Blast here. So we're going to use that first, but we still want to have Earth Shock available because Elemental Blast has a 12-second cooldown, and sometimes we build up enough stacks that we still want to spend on something like an Earth Shock. We want our Frost Shock to be in there as well. We've got Chain Lightning if we want to use that instead. We've got our Flame Tongue weapon, which we can go ahead and equip. Speaking of, we need to equip our shield. Got our Flame Shock. We got our big cooldown Earth Elementals and such. Healing Stream Totem. I don't know why this isn't on here by default, but it definitely should be. We got our Healing Surge. Hex actually is really nice to have in Torghast because you can set up and hex one of the targets. We've got our Lightning Shield, which we want to turn on. And we've got our CC Interrupt effect. Going into Elemental, we got our Earth Shock, we got our Earthquake. We got our Ice Fury, which we want to add in. And we should be good. Oh, okay. Tanimdar changed the name. Is formerly MB. Gotcha. You'll have to remind me a few times because I'll probably forget. I've got a couple people on here who changed their name after they've been in chat for a while. They're like, you know what? I should change my name. All right. We got the... oh, this is a little bit of a tougher tile set. There are quite a few elites, so we're gonna have to see how this goes. It might be a little bit of a struggle. If it is, I'll reset and get a different tile set, but it might be okay. Shaman is the class I've played the least and know almost nothing about. Elia, I'd say... oh, Elia, welcome to the stream. Oh, it's a cute dog in your picture. Bloodburn. You never told me what your avatar was. Tell me. I'd say some of the talent should be baseline. Without them, the spec plays a bit lame. I kind of feel like that across as like for Shaman across the board. In a lot of the classes, actually, it just feels like some of the talents are like mandatory picks, either because they're so strong or because they actually make the specialization interesting to play. Okay, placing a totem causes you to drop another random totem. Let's take that. Should be interesting. Okay, so we're going to get a bunch of these little skeleton guys coming over. So we probably want to build up our stacks and then cast an Earthquake. I need to see real quick what I have. F. Okay, F is keybound to that. For those of you who are just tuning in, I am using a new device that I picked up. I got a Razer Tartarus, and I'm practicing using it in Torghast. So if my gameplay is a little that is basically why. I'm trying to get used to it. I think it's going to help me out a lot with my carpal tunnel and my disabilities to be able to play a little bit better. So, all right. So we kick things off. Basically, we're going to go into our Flame Shock. Then we want to get these lava bursts going. At least one. I go ahead and chuck in two. We're fighting an elite. Let's do it. We've got our Ice Fury. Okay, we've got enough for an Earthquake. Probably want to cast Chain Lightning on these guys. This is... I feel like this might not go well. We're going to drop our Healing Stream Totem. That's going to help us out. We dropped some other kind of totem. Oh, it's the Spirit Link Totem. Interesting. And we're going to die for sure. Yep. So, why did we die? Couple of reasons. One, didn't have a good way to deal with these skeletons, but more importantly, the skeletons put a debuff on you that makes you take even more damage when they die. So killing the skeletons to stop them from dealing damage to you actually makes everything else deal more damage to you. But the kind of like trick there is usually you can kill the bigger target and then kill the skeletons and you're kind of okay. but didn't really have that option when we were fighting that big elite. Because I just wasn't going to DPS him down that quick. So we'll try again. We want to make sure we have our lightning shield. We also want to make sure that we have our flame tongue weapon. Get that going on there. Okay, so let's give this a shot again. There we go. Get our lava bursts. If we can interrupt that eternal torment, then we kind of want to. Now we're waiting to build up. When we hit about 8 stacks, 7 or 8 stacks, then we cast our elemental blast. Okay, that's going to buff a secondary stat. We're going to build up those fulmination stacks again. It's not the most thrilling thing in the world. And interrupt again if we want. Make sure we keep that flame shock up. We could drop our... Now we do have Ice Fury into like our frost shocks here. You see what I mean about this this tile set being like a little bit more difficult? Yeah, like those elites are no joke. They take a lot to kill, and there's going to be a lot of them on this floor. So we're going to need some really good anima powers to get up here. I think when you attack a new creature, your healed is actually going to be really good. I'm not worried about bloodlusting a bunch. This could be cool, especially in a group. But for me, like, I don't want to pop bloodlust and then wait 10 minutes or, you know, whatever. I think just having the additional healing is going to help a lot, because we already saw the situation where we got overwhelmed by the skeletons. So we can chain lightning. All right, into an earthquake. So that will consume stacks of fulmination as well. Main enhancement. Have you tried out the new enhancement changes on the PTR? If you guys weren't aware, the PTR has the pre-patch up on it, and you can check that out. See what I mean? Like, against this guy here, it's like, whatever. Like, we do a ton of damage, and we take him down. It's fighting those elites is where it gets a little bit more difficult, and when they're surrounded by all those skeletons, it's even more like troublesome to deal with. So like this guy here will be an elite as well, so we'll have to work on him. Now, it's always nice if we just go straight into the Ice Fury. We got an elemental blast. Then we can just boom, cast all these. We'll go ahead and drop a totem. That's going to give us 2 totems. It looks like we got an Earthbind totem as our secondary one. All right, we'll go for another elemental blast. We got Ice Fury back. Now, the only thing about the Ice Fury is it doesn't build stacks for us. At least as far as I know. All right, we want to really be on the other side of this guy when he does the fear. Did not mean to cast Chain Lightning. That was me hitting the wrong key there. Interrupt. Oh, I hit the wrong key again. Interrupting the fear on these guys is actually pretty key to staying alive in here, but my keybinds Like I said, I'm trying out this new device. Let's try the Earth Shock. There we go. Not too bad, not too bad. And we can just spend on like an Earth Shock. We don't have to wait for the maximum amount of fulmination that we need. We can always just cast one like when we have it. It just does less damage. All right, so we have a Death Speaker Elite, and then we have a bunch of skeletons. So we're going to need to take the skeletons down. This guy is a humanoid, so we could actually just hex him. And then grab the skeletons. And then I think I don't have Earthbind Totem, but I got Ancestral Protection Totem. Not exactly what I wanted, but that's okay. All right, let's do this. Maybe we can just kind of like stay away from these guys. Frost shock them to death. I don't know. Come here, skeleton. How much time do we have left on the hex? Not much, but I think it's enough to take this guy down. Yep, like basically just in time. So he's gonna summon some more stuff. That's kind of what these guys do. Let's go ahead and get Ice Fury going. Drop our totem. See what we get. We got a Monotide totem. Okay. I want to like multi-dot my Flame Shock if I can. Got Ice Fury up again. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to. Might have had the opportunity to right there, actually. Earthen Wall Totem. Nice. So that panned out a lot better, like just using the hex there. Oh no, I got the bug. Okay. I got the bug with my keypad where I'm just gonna run into the wall. Okay. Usually the reload just takes care of it there. Yeah, this is going to be... I don't know if we're going to do the full 6 floors on this, because this is just going to take a long time because of the elites. There's 2 tile sets in here that actually just take a long time. Yeah, this is one of them because of all the elites. The other one is the set of floors that I constantly avoid, because they just take forever. Pretty nice when you get the procs, though. Alright, so this guy is an undead, so I don't think we can hex him. We can only hex humanoids and beasts, unfortunately. Alright, let's see what we can do. What do we get? We got an earthen wall totem, and we're feared. At least we're feared in the right direction. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Get off of me. Oh, there goes my totems. Actually, we want to do one of those, I think. And then I think we just want to try to eliminate these skeletons while we can be far away from them. There we go. So no debuffs. That's good. We are okay with Ravage. We really just want to interrupt the roar. Yep, so that's what we want to interrupt. We got it. Oh, we got Wind Fury Totem. That's interesting. That roar has got to be coming. There we go. There it is. Got Ice Fury back up. So we're doing, this is just like a lot more methodical, you know what I mean? All right, targets healed by your healing stream totem take 25% reduced damage for 10 seconds. That includes us, and we're using that pretty frequently. Hex now damages the target for 1,486 shadow damage every 2 seconds, healing you for the amount drained. This damage will not break the Hex. That actually seems really good against these elites. I'm going to take that for sure. Now, there's some elites that we can't Hex, but for the ones that we can, I think that's going to be pretty good. Let's see if we can kind of gather this whole group up. All right, and then we want to Earthquake. Back into the Earthquake you go. What do you guys think? How many floors should I go? We're on the first floor. We're kind of getting close to the end. You can obviously see, like, I don't want to bail on the Shaman Run if you guys are interested in seeing more of it. I just know it's going to take a long time to get to floor 6. Not that we have to get all the way to floor 6, but we'll probably want to, I don't know if you guys want to go like 2 floors, 3 floors. I mean, we could do the full 6 if you guys want. I gotta figure out what I have 6 keybound to. Not that. There we go, okay. Okay, so we can't hex this guy, but that's fine. We kind of figured out a little bit of a thing that worked on him. So let's go ahead. Lava burst. Let's do that. We want to build up these fulmination stacks if we can, so that we can earthquake. Boom. There we go. Earthquake. Let's drop our healing stream, and we got the movement speed one. That actually works out pretty nicely. Just frost shock spam. All right. Let's do elemental blast. There we go. Oh, I hit that just in time. These guys have so much health. Let's do that. To that, we've got our frost shock buff here. Oh, we got him on this. Nice. And a new power. I'm waiting to get to the anima power that just like seals this together. Casting Chain Heal makes your next Chain Lightning instant cast, and vice versa. We can also gain the Spirit Wolf talent. Let's see. So we already have Spirit Wolf, so we could pick up like, yeah, I think we grab that, and then we can just grab Static Charge. So that'll reduce the cooldown of our Capacitor Totem, and then that'll allow us to use that more often, which seems like it's going to be pretty good when we have these like little skeleton groups to fight. All right, so this guy is a humanoid, so I kind of want to see... Okay, he's got 19,000 health. I think we can just kill him with this. Right? Like, it's gonna... It'll take a while, but... I can check chat, right? Let's see... Shopper 4, roughly halfway, sounds good to cut it short. Chicky Night. No, Chi Night. Okay, I don't know why I read that as Chicky Night. Chi Night, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you in chat. I think I probably will stop at the shop, unless we get some anima powers to just make this crazy. Matt, you said, I can see this being a tough one to get through. I'd be fine to slog through this tile set on live, but for a spec showcase, it's a bit long. I agree. So what I think we'll do is... we'll see if we get any anima powers that make this start going a little bit faster. And if we don't, we'll cut it short. But if we do, then we can keep on going. So we have the option here to increase the damage of the Hex. That might actually make this go faster because we can hex some of the elites, or Flame Shock's damage over time effect happens 20% more frequently, which gives us more chances to proc our free lava burst, which also could make it go a little bit faster. I kind of want to do this weird hex thing, especially since it's uncommon and the other one's common. We have a higher chance to get the common one again when we get a new anima power. So I think we're going to roll with that one. The other thing we could potentially do is just kind of like, we don't have to clear every single bit of trash either. We can head like straight for the door. That's something we have the option to do. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, this is... When I said this one was like, it takes a while, even the little souls that you can release, you have to click 5 times to release 1 soul. It's kind of ridiculous. And it still only increases your stat by 1%. But yeah, I think if we grab this guy and we just hex him, and then we grab... Oh no. I didn't mean to hit him. That's okay. Yeah, so like we pick one, we hex it, and then we just take down the other one. And in the meantime, it's going to kill the hex target. So dead and dead. Yeah, okay, the hex thing definitely makes this go a little bit faster. Here we've got 2 elites. This is going to be kind of a big pull, but I'm expecting an anima power out of it. We also have the door right there too, so we could just leave potentially if we wanted to. But like right here, yeah, we just hex this guy. Right? Then we'll build up on this one. It doesn't look like the skeletons are pulling, so I think we'll drop that. Now let's see if we can actually take out this living creation first. Huh. I feel like I didn't get much of a stun off of that. I interrupted myself a little bit too soon there. Oh, some bone armor. That's no fun. I do like that the skeletons seem like they're leashed a little bit. Okay, we got him. Did we... I'm assuming we killed the other guy with Hex. No, we didn't. Oh, he's almost dead. He's basically dead. Okay, he's coming over, so let's just get rid of him. Goodbye. Don't think so. Weird, oh no. Get off of me, dude. Should build up some stacks here pretty quickly. We're gonna want to get back on this guy to interrupt. Oh, nice. We got a... nope. Oh, I thought I was going to hit that. I was going to say we got a capacitor totem off of that. Pretty nice. Let's get those frost shocks in. Is it just me, or does it look like Healing Stream Totem is not actually healing? Either that, or this guy's just doing a lot of damage to me repeatedly. Which I could see being the case. But it honestly just feels like that Healing Stream Totem's not actually healing me. I'm gonna check the combat log. It is... okay, it is healing me. Just not a lot. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go for the door. This is yeah, this is gonna take forever. So yeah, we're just gonna head for the door. Oh, nice double cast. Do we have an anima power over here? No. The damage ratios are very unbalanced in this version of the floor. It seems like elites that cause a lot of damage to you who cause relatively small amounts. Yeah, I also think that in general, shaman damage is a little bit undertuned at the moment. That's been my impression compared to other classes. There are other classes I think that would get through this a little bit faster as well. And it's literally just because I think enhancement to me is even worse right now in terms of damage tuning, and based on some raid testing logs that I saw, which are not the end all be all, of everything. Enhancement and Elemental Shaman were both in like the bottom 5 for overall damage. Plus, like, I don't know how long it takes to build up the stacks here. It's kind of ridiculous. Critical shot. Okay, he's dead. No, don't step on the trap. All right, what do we get here? Additional choices in anima cells, wind shear cooldown reduction, healing stream, totem heal amount. Yeah. Yeah, we would have to clear that whole floor to possibly get some more anima powers that would help this like go a lot faster. And that's going to take forever. So we'll at least look at the shop and see what other anima powers are available. That way, you know, you can kind of see some of the stuff that's going to be available to Elemental Shaman. Plus, we're going to get 2 or 3 of them in here too. So we'll just go ahead and take a look at what these are. So we can cast healing spells faster if we're below 50% health, or the Flame Shock's damage over time happens more frequently. Definitely want to pick up the Flame Shock one there. I think that's going to be pretty nice. We got these souls that I'm not going to worry about. We got this anima power over here. Bloodlust grants 10% haste. Lightning bolt and chain lightning damage increased by 30%. Your attacks have a chance to fire a bolt of magic, dealing 1,800 frost damage to enemies within 5 yards of your target. That is about 3 lightning bolts worth, so I think I would rather just take that for right now. I don't have any other kind of like anima power synergies with lightning bolt. They may exist, but don't have any right now, so. And then in the shop, what do we have? Haste on Bloodlust. We've got Ghost Wolf increases your speed by an additional 20%. Astral Shift duration increased by 10 seconds. Cooldown of Earth Elemental reduced by 20%. And then we've got a couple other things here. We'll grab the Anima Cell. And then that way we can take a look at that. See if maybe we get another cool power. Not really. We got Maw Rats Explode on Death. So I'm going to jump in. I just want to see. We did just pick up the Frozen Fury and we got the Flame Shock damage. I do kind of want to see if that Flame Shock damage tick increase significantly gives us more Lava Burst procs. Oh, we got a trap floor. Fun. And I'm not going to do this whole floor. I just kind of want to cast on something. Okay, that guy's going to run away, I guess. It's not what I expected. Although I know he's done that before. Oh, lots of traps. All the traps. Ooh, I'm going to die. No, back it up. Back it up. Oh yeah, this is the weird one where the guy starts throwing hammers at you until you die, basically. That healing stream totem increase seems pretty good. Okay, so that's the guy that is attacking us. Oh, he's almost dead. What is up with you guys? Why you gotta mess with me? Maw rats. Feels like I'm throwing snowballs. Like, that's how much damage they're doing. Okay, it didn't seem like the flame shock thing really triggered the lava burst all that much often on that guy. All right, we're gonna switch gears. There we go. Find the reduce elite enemy's health by 50% instantly anima power. That is a pretty good one. There's something that does it's off of a rare spawn, I think. There's one, it cuts the enemy's health in half, and then you have like 10 seconds or so, and I think after 10 seconds they start regenning that health rapidly. But if it cuts it in half and you can kill them before the regen starts, then you actually just they just have 50% less health. And that's actually a really cool power. Well, that was Elemental Shaman, and you know, like I said, that tile set was a more difficult one with a bunch of elites. You could obviously tell the difference between that and what I did on the Survival Hunter in terms of just the types of enemies. But that's something that I think is kind of like a strength of Torghast, is the fact that not all the types of floors are the same. And it gives you a little bit of variety in gameplay. But that said, the Shaman powers we got weren't too crazy. At least we got some damage ones compared to Survival Hunter, and I do think Shaman damage is a little bit undertuned as well, so I wouldn't take that as like I would take that with a grain of salt in terms of a Torghast showcase for the class, because I do think that if they tune the damage up a little bit, like I think that they should, and if you're on a different, you know, tile set, it's going to be different. Every class that I've played in that tile set struggles to kill the elites. And I don't mean like struggles like, oh, I'm going to die. Like, it just takes significantly longer to kill those elites compared to even the elites on the other tile sets. All right, I think we're going to go ahead and do Holy Priest. Promised that I would do Holy Priest on this run, and I don't know, so far both Priest runs have been pretty good. Shadow was absolutely insane. The Shadow run I loved. It was so fun, and the Discipline run was actually pretty cool because I just wound up with a shield that nothing could get through. So I'm curious to see if we get a bunch of like healing powers and stuff on the Holy Priest, or you know, if we do get some offensive abilities instead. There's also a lot of generic priest powers that are just pretty good all around. So I think this run should be pretty good. But so far we're like, you know, 2-0 or 0 for 2. I don't know how we would put it, but so far both runs have been not very damaged focused, not a lot of crazy powers and stuff going on either. So I don't actually know. I don't know. I don't want to get my hopes up too high for Holy Priest, because this definitely feels like another specialization that could get a lot of anima powers that are more geared towards support and utility as opposed to just like wrecking stuff. Which, I mean, it makes sense, but that's one of the things that we were wondering about. A lot of people have been wondering about Torghast, is like, can you go in as a healer? And it's like, yes, you can. But, you know, if you go in solo as a healer, is it going to be a slog compared to going in as a DPS or a tank or whatever? All right, so let's change up our build. So we're going to go Holy. Theory, hey, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Warren Henning, hey, welcome to the stream. First time I've seen you here. Man, so many new people in the chat today. You guys are awesome. Says, gosh, the art is beautiful. Look at what the art team gets out of that old engine that has to run on an actual potato. I think it's a sweet potato. It's a little bit different. It's a little more unique. No, I agree. The art team has done like an absolutely great job, especially in Shadowlands. There's a lot of new and unique stuff that's not just recolors and old models. Theory says, time to smite your way through some mobs. Yeah, that's right. I just got to figure out like what my build is going to be here. I think I just want to take everything that is going to... everything that's going to give me some sort of possible damage thing. Which is not a lot in Holy. There's not a whole lot that we can do there. Alright, reduced cooldown of Psychic Scream is probably going to be pretty good. So that puts us at... How long is our Psychic Scream? 30-second cooldown. That's pretty decent. Guess we'll probably keep Surge of Light. I think we're going to take... Do we want Divine Star? Let's see. It does 710 healing, 507 holy damage to enemies every 15 seconds. Or we can grab Halo. Every 40 seconds, we deal 1,300 holy damage to all enemies. I think I just want to pick up Divine Star for like a button I can push pretty frequently to possibly help with DPS. Although we actually do have a lot of stuff in Holy that we can use to kill things just because of the unpruning. We actually got a lot of abilities back that are really nice to use on Holy. So we've got Holy Fire, right? So we're going to want that all the time. We got Holy Nova for some AoE. And then what else do we have? Over in the just Priest one, we've got our Mind Blast, which actually is pretty solid to use. It's not like a core thing we're going to be doing all the time, but we want to use it basically on cooldown. We also will have... We want our Power Word Shield for sure in here somewhere. We've got Shadow Word Death, so we've got a nice execute ability. We've got Shadow Word Pain for a dot. And then we have our Smite as well. So we got a good set of abilities right there. And if we throw in our Divine Star, we can... We've got like basically 8 core rotation abilities that are going to let us kill stuff like pretty decently fast. All right, and then we'll want to... We'll figure out the rest of it later. I know we're going to want Power Infusion to increase our haste, and there's a couple of cool anima powers that we can get there as well. And you Holy Priest players, if you think there's an ability that I could really be using to my advantage as we get into this, please let me know. Holy Priest is probably my least played spec in the entire game. So if you guys do think of something you're like, man, this would totally help you out in the run, like put it in chat and I'll eventually see it and we'll get that added to the bar and into the rotation. But for right now, I'm just going to focus on killing stuff. And it looks like I think I kind of picked up the best talents that I could get for that. So we got faster mana regen. We got a little speed boost on Power Word Shield, which is fine. We've got... Yeah, that's basically it. Divine Star. Yeah, it's not a lot. It's not a lot of options. Sub from all the Shadowland videos. You're the only one who's continued to do in-depth Torghast testing. Most of the available content on YouTube is from 4 months ago. That's because Torghast is going to be my jam. It's going to be my main source of content in Shadowlands. I'm not a raider. I haven't been a raider in a long time. I have raided seriously a couple of expansions, but the last time I seriously, like, hardcore raided was... Warlords of Draenor, probably. I was a hardcore raider in Burning Crusade, like like no lifing it raiding in Burning Crusade. I did some raiding in Mist of Pandaria and Warlords of Draenor, but I've always preferred 5-man content over raids, and this is something that scales from 1 to 5 players. It's like perfect. It's like, you know, if you've only got 2 or 3 friends that you can partner up with, you can still jump into Torghast and have a blast. So I'm just really excited about Torghast, and the reason I'm playing all the specs and just keep testing is because this is really going to determine what classes and specializations I decide to play a lot in Shadowlands. So for me, it's kind of like research for picking my main characters. Halo will probably pull more than you want. Oh, that's a very good point. Jumper Rex, do you play Dead by Daylight? No, I don't know. I don't think I've ever played Dead by Daylight. Don't forget that great just respec Shadow spell. Shadow was a lot of fun. Like I said, I did Shadow in a previous stream, and it was a blast. Okay, so we got a couple of interesting options here. So Power Infusion causes Smite, Mind Blast, and Holy Fire to become instant cast and have no cooldown. This is really good for killing floor bosses. Also, we are on the tile set. Is this the tile set that I hate? I think it is. Okay, we're not going to roll with this Holy Power. We're going to bounce out and re-queue. I don't feel comfortable in this tile set with the spec that I've played the least in the entire game. Actually, this and maybe Arcane Mage are probably the 2 specs that I've played the least. I don't know which one I've played less, though. All right, so we have the same talent build. We're going in. We're just kind of resetting to get a different tile set. I want to get one that's a little bit friendlier, especially after that Shaman Run that was kind of a slog, I guess. I don't want to get another tile set. That one that we just had would have been a little bit of a slog. If I was on like, I don't know, like Fury Warrior or Demon Hunter or something like that, I could have done it, like, no problems. Okay, we're in the Soul Forges, which I actually really... This is my favorite tile set, the fiery tile set. So we don't have the cool, crazy options again, but we do have players affected by your power word Fortitude now also grant 10% stamina to party members within 3 yards. This is pretty cool if you're in a group. It's okay, like solo, but it's not something that I think I would pick. Over here, we have 100% of healing done by Flash Heal and Heal. Empowers your next Mind Blast. Stored damage cannot exceed 200% of your maximum health. So if we heal ourselves, we can get a big chunky Mind Blast off. Maybe that could be cool. So the stored damage cannot exceed 200% of your maximum health. So we could get like a 42,000 damage Mind Blast. Our Flash Heal is healing for 2,000. I don't know if I just want to get like... We'll go with it. Let's try it, right? Let's try it out and see. It might not even be that we really bank the heal for a giant Mind Blast. It might just be that we just use it whenever. So we have the little bug going on here. Let's reload. Okay, it's gone. All right, so let's see. I think we open with Mind Blasts. Holy Fire. I'll do Shadow Word Pain here. Into a Smite. Into a Smite. That's pretty good damage already right off the bat. I think I want to swap these so I can cast Shield a little bit easier. Alright, so this guy is a little bit tougher. Alright, and then we can Death. No problems there. And very nice. Very nice. Wow, we're actually... Yeah, this is actually hitting pretty hard. I got a good feeling about this one. We'll see if that holds up, but I got a good feeling so far. All right, we got a guard, so he's going to want to massive strike us. But we are going to Shadow or Death him. Man, like, prior to Shadowlands, Priest was, like, my least played class. And just off of playing Torghast with Priest and the changes they made to Shadow and stuff, this has actually been moving up. And it might be... It's definitely in my top 50%. Like, my top... If we were looking at all 12 classes... I'd have to say it's definitely got to be in my top 6, I think. Let's do our Divine Star. Like, it's kind of crazy how much fun I've been having on Priest in Shadowlands. And I think a lot of it comes down to the unpruning on Priest, to me, actually just, like, really improved the class. I mean, like, having Shadow Word Death on Holy and Discipline is just awesome. It makes their DPS rotations a hell of a lot better. I'm just a big fan of what they're doing with Priest so far. Wow, just one-shotting. That's amazing. Yeah, we are cruising. I don't know if they're gonna, like, retune Priest or anything like that, but... I really hope they don't, because I don't know. I like the way that they feel. They feel pretty strong right now. I don't know if I should be one-shotting stuff with just one Mind Blast. But that might be a little bit overpowered. But I mean, we are critting a lot. So that counts for something. Doing the Lord's work, man. Well, I mean, if you're interested in Torghast and you're looking for people to play with, you know, if you play on US servers, I've got guilds set up specifically for Shadowlands on the Proudmoore server. And we are going to be focused on, for the people that want to stick around and play in-game content, we're going to be focused on Torghast. Okay, we got a Flame Keeper back here. Let's see if we can just take... Let's get a Death off. Shields up. Barrier. Yeah, it's super smooth. Goodbye. Just needs to make sure you actually cast Shadow Form if he goes Shadow again. Hey, you know what? I was doing fine without Shadow Form, okay? I got through like 2 or 3 floors kicking butt without Shadow Form. And then did even better once I actually activated Shadow Form. So, okay, you're not wrong. A lot of times might spam more DPS in dungeons than some of the regular DPS players. Oh, okay. So it actually, it even hits hard, like, as it is right now. Holy crap. I have a bad feeling about this. I feel like the fun police are liable to come along and ruin this whole thing. I actually agree. That is what I'm worried about the most. Like, there are specs out there right now that need help because they don't feel like... I would rather every spec feel like this, like in terms of like power, options, fluidity, all that kind of stuff, than to have them tune this down into the slog of some of the other specializations. But I don't actually know what's going to happen as far as that goes. I really do hope that they kind of leave... Some of the classes just feel really good. Like, really good right now. Like, Fury Warrior feels really good. All the priest specs feel pretty good. I would have to go down the list, but a lot of them do feel really nice. And I really hope that Blizzard keeps them that way, instead of nerfing everything down to where it just feels like mediocre. Okay, what did we pick up? We picked up our flash heal thing, right? Which I don't think... Yeah, okay. So we have to actually do healing. We can't just spam on ourselves here. So I think we'll just power infusion and just get some spam going here. Feels good. And now we can do some flash healing and actually get the boost to our Mind Blast. Okay, so our next Mind Blast deals an additional 5,600 damage. That's pretty sick. We've only gotten one anima power on this whole floor? Wow. Okay, so we got the Maw Rat harness. This actually gives us a mount, which is kind of cool, but nah. Horrific Dictionary is amazing. Each different word spell you cast increases your intellect by 5% for 5 minutes. So between Power Word Fortitude, Shadow Word Pain, Shadow Word Death, and also Power Word Shield, that's 20% if we continually cast that stuff. Or scoring a killing blow with Shadow Word Death increases its damage by 5%. You cannot harvest summoned or trivial enemies. I'm just going to go for intel. So we recast this. We cast Power Word Shield. And then when we fight something next, we'll cast Pain and Death. And that'll give us a boost. I really, really like that anima power. And in the Shadow Priest run, I got it twice. So it was 40% increased intellect. You guys don't forget to like the stream if you're enjoying hanging out and checking out Torghast with me. Likes are always appreciated. Does the Shadow Word Pain and Death help discipline healing? I don't know. I haven't tuned into the healing aspect yet. Actually, Aggie is going to be helping me check that stuff out. Woof! That was fire. I needed to cast Shadow Word Pain and Death, though. I just got too caught up in the crits. So we can just go ahead and cast Death, I guess. Okay. Hit the wrong key there. Meant to cast Shadow Word Pain, but that works too. Oh, now we can see if this like keybind setup I have for jumping actually works. All right, so there we have our Shadow Word Pain. Now, the cool thing about this is we don't actually have to keep casting these over and over again. Like, anytime we cast one of these, it'll reset the duration. So when this gets down to 4 minutes, I'll show you. We just cast one. It's not going to get down to 4 minutes because... No. Get out of the lava. Get out. No. Okay. Well, my jump keybind is working okay. I guess. Thanks for the tutorial on swimming. Let's see. This feels like the tuning bat is going to knock it down. It is quite crazy for a healer. I agree. It is pretty insane. But that was also the first floor of Torghast, which is not intended to be difficult either. Is Torghast not the Shadowlands equivalent of Visions of Org and Stormwind? No, not really. It's significantly different. If you've ever played Final Fantasy XIV and you've done the... Oh, I forgot the name of it now, but they have a tower. The Palace of the Dead. It's pretty similar to that. So this is a lot different from Visions because you go in and you get random powers, and it's a constantly... Like, you start out on floor 1, and then you just kind of constantly go up even more. I'm going to try to avoid this massive strike real quick. I'm getting distracted. I don't care. Shadow Word Death. Oh, don't forget to flash heal. Get our increased Mind Blast. But no, Torghast is different from Visions. There's no like timer for you to get this done. you clear a floor and then you go to the next floor and you try to get to as high of a floor as you possibly can. The enemies get more difficult as you go up. Along the way, you get these anima powers, and they're kind of randomly pulled from a pool of powers you could possibly get. So every time you do the run, it's a little bit different. And I've been liking this so much that I actually just hope this is a mode that they keep in the game. I don't know if that's something Blizzard is going to do, you know, like pick something from an expansion, like a feature, and carry it throughout the rest of the game. They haven't really done that much. I guess they did world quests, right? So, I don't know. Maybe if they carried world quests forward, they'll carry Torghast forward as well. Line of sight in the way. Kind of want to let this hit me so I can heal it. Is this silly of me? I'm like, just deal the damage to me. How much health does this guy have? 14,000. Okay. This is going to be a silly way to do this, but 12,000. Okay. 15,000. Okay. You can die now. And then we're going to go up to this guy. And we're going to Mind Blast. One shot. Oh, that's a cool way to do that, actually. That's kind of funny. Now I'm glad I got that. All right, let's see what we have here. Okay, so we got the Rat Corpse bag, which I wasn't crazy about on Shadow Priest, but that's because I was casting Shadow Word Death all the time. It could be okay here. Or Mind Control lasts 30 seconds longer and increases the target's damage by 50%. I haven't been using that. Does not work versus demonic, undead, or mechanical beings. So there are a lot of undead. What is this guy? He's a corpse. Okay, that doesn't tell me much. You deal 25% more damage to creatures that are feared, horrified, stunned, or dazed. I think we're going to take the Mind Control one. Holy Word Chastise as well. Oh, yeah, good point. Like I said, you guys let me know on the priest here. Are there any other? So we got Power Word Fortitude, Power Word Shield, Shadow Word Death, Shadow Word Pain, Holy Word Chastise. Oh yeah, Holy Word. Wait, can we just cast all of these? Oh my goodness, we can. Okay. Okay, guys, this is nuts. Oh my goodness. Is there anything we have in talents? Holy Word Salvation? I mean... Yeah, I kind of just want to get that. It's 5% intellect, which I feel like is going to benefit me more than the other effect that I've got here. That's insane. If we pick that up one more time, oh my goodness, this is going to go like off the chain. This is going to be insane. Big brain PogChamp. You guys have got me covered, man. Looking out for me. I appreciate it. You could take damage on purpose, flash heal more to boost yourself up before a hard mob. Yep, and yep, that's exactly what I did. We're on the same track. I was like, hey, this boss is coming up. I might as well just... See, these are the kind of anima powers, like, when we did the Shaman Run and when we did the Survival Hunter Run, like, none of those... I feel like none of those anima powers, like, made you think creatively like this. They were all just kind of like, eh. All right, let's see what else we get here. So, Fade's cooldowns reduced by 10 seconds to prevent your movement speed from being reduced. Increase critical damage and healing. We're definitely taking that. With all the intel we have, we're going to have big stats for that. When Shadow... Oh, we got some cool... I haven't seen this one, but this one's pretty cool. When Shadow Word Pain expires on a target, all party members within 10 yards of the target are healed for 10% of their maximum health. This is insane because when you put Shadow Word Pain on something and it dies, it counts as expiring and it heals for 10%. It's nuts. We're not really taking a lot of damage, so I'm not really worried about it. Over here, we got the initial damage of Shadow Word Pain is always a critical hit. That sounds pretty cool. I want to grab that. I haven't been able to use this one yet, so I want to try it out too. Extra copies of that power are now insanely good. They're just good anyway, but you're right. Insanely good is correct. Anders O. I saw your question, but welcome to the stream. First time I've seen you in here. Appreciate you tuning in. Okay, so we got the Rat Corpse bag. Meh. We got High Priest Gift. Gain the Angel's Mercy talent. Okay, right here. Damage you take reduces the cooldown of Desperate Prayer. Yeah, I don't care about that. Power Word Shield's absorption is increased by 5% of your max health. I do like that one. Now we're sitting on 245 anima. Let's see what we have here at the shop. Okay, so we've got... the Fade cooldown reduction. We got Power Word Shield boost. We've got Vampiric Embrace Pain Suppression and Guardian Spirit lasts 50% longer. Power Word Fortitude now also reduces magical damage taken. Crit damage and healing. Healing. I think we're just going to get the Anima Cell here. It's an option I always like to take. So we can get half of our Phantasma back. Or we can get the Maw Rat thing with Shadow Word Death. I think I'm just going to take the Phantasma. And while we're here, let's switch over to this. Cool. I don't really care that I just used the 12-minute cooldown. It's really just 5% increased intellect. So we're at 40% with one copy. That's actually... good job, guys. Thanks for pointing that out to me. Hello from Denmark. Can you explain more the point of Torghast? Okay, so Torghast in Shadowlands serves three purposes, right? One purpose is just to do the content because it's fun, it's interesting. I personally like it a lot. So just doing it's a new type of content like Island Expeditions or Warfronts, but way better than that. Way better than that. And I like the concept of Warfronts. I didn't like how they panned out in the long run. And I actually didn't hate Island Expeditions all that much. I thought they were really cool for... let's see, how did... okay, so we get like a 800 hit there. I didn't mind Island Expeditions. I thought they were a good place to test out builds and stuff. But, so Torghast, you can just run it for what it is, right? A new type of content. Also, the kind of like purpose of Torghast for everybody is it's the place where you get the ingredients for your legendary items. So you have to come to Torghast in order to get that stuff. Now, you don't have to play Torghast a ton to get it. I think you have to run Torghast somewhere between 1 to 3 times per week, but you're only running 6 floors. And on a class that you're used to that's decently geared, 6 floors takes about an hour. So if you're not into Torghast and you just want to get your legendary materials, you probably have to play it for maybe 3 hours a week. that's assuming that you're doing it solo and not, going in with a group that could potentially like just rock it and get it done a lot sooner. I really hate that the jars in here are targetable. I don't mind that you guys are dealing damage to me, because I can heal it and improve my next Mind Blast. I think I might want to avoid using Mind Blast now. So for the people that just want to get in, get out, this is where you get your legendary crafting materials in order to make your legendary items. And for everyone else, if you really like Torghast, then you can play Torghast for cosmetics. There's like basically, they say it's an endless mode, but it's not really an endless mode. But you can play that mode and try to climb as high as you can on the floor in order to get cosmetics. Nope, we're just gonna nope that. Oh, nice. We got a new anima power. Really, dude? Oh, we got a rare spawn over there. I think maybe we'll use our Mind Blast on him. How much health? 34,000, and we're doing 23,000. This guy has 17,000. Power Word Fortitude grants an additional 10% stamina, so we'll boost that up. But yeah, those are the main reasons you play Torghast. Oh, that looks like double anima powers. Yeah, I think we're gonna come back around to the rare spawn after we get the chance to boost this Mind Blast a little bit more. If we get the chance to boost it, I don't know. We're doing pretty well on the damage here. And we can also power infusion. Get some haste going. All right, let's heal up. All right, so what are we at now? We're at 32,000. So not quite enough to one-shot him, but pretty darn close. We could probably do Pain into Mind Blast into Shadow Word Death. Okay, movement speed increased. Power infusion causes Smite, Mind Blast, and Holy Fire to become instant cast and have no cooldown. That's a really cool DPS buff that we can use. Or every 30 seconds that you do not cast Flash Heal, the healing of your next Flash Heal is increased by 100%. This can stack up to 6 times. I want to take, we're going to take Power Overwhelming. I want to be able to just cast Flash Heal whenever I need to in order to pump up the Mind Blast. So let's do Shadow Word Pain into a Mind Blast, and he's dead. I love that anima power. That's so good. All right, let's see what we got here. 2 rares. So absorb, obviously, it's a rare spawn, so we usually get a choice between 2 powers. Absorb 60% of damage dealt to you when your health is below 15%, or damaging an enemy will... Oh, here it is. Here it is. This is the one I was talking about earlier. Damaging an enemy will also apply Frostbite, dealing damage equal to 50% of their total health points. After 4 seconds, the enemy will start regenerating all the lost health over a period of 10 seconds. Creatures can only be frostbitten once. We're going to take that. That's insane. Hi there. Got a question. In PTR Realm, do you have access to Shadowlands content? Nokia. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you jumping in. As far as the question goes, no. No and yes. On the PTR, the pre-patch is available. So you get access to the pre-patch event and you get access to the level squish with the class changes. I don't know if the class changes are as up to date as the beta, but you don't actually get access to the Shadowlands expansion content, but you can test out the way the class plays with the changes that are in so far. So if you're wondering how does like Arms Warrior play, you can get on the PTR, load it up, and you can try out an Arms Warrior and just see like, you know, the changes, the talents, the spells, all that kind of stuff. So no, you don't get actual Shadowlands like questing content and zone content and stuff, but you do get to check out the pre-patch event and the changes to the classes, which will be there in Shadowlands. We're going to get the attacks have a chance to fire a bolt of lightning. Do you get gear like a mythic weekly chest for getting as high as you can in Torghast? No, it does look like some of the bosses drop loot. We'll take a look when we beat the boss in this run. I've been kind of ignoring it because it's all placeholder loot. I know the intention is not that you can go into Torghast and farm gear. That is not... They want you to get your legendary stuff there, but like I said, it's not supposed to be like an alternative to Mythic Plus or anything as far as I know. Woo-hoo. Oh man. So we take 50% of their health off. This just got nuts, you guys. The combination of the lightning bolt and the 50% health off thing, like, yeah, this just got crazy. Look at that. Oh man. You know what? It paid off. After basically 2 runs of mediocre anima powers, we're finally getting into it. Thanks for explaining. Found you some days ago when I needed help with figuring out how to play DK. You're good at explaining and teaching. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I plan on it. September, I'm going to start putting out some new guides for Shadowlands. So we'll have some new actual, like, not live streams, not live stream VODs, but actual new video content on the channel in September. September's kind of, that's why I'm trying to get these specialization videos done. This is kind of the big thing I wanted to do before then. Absolutely wrecked. Oh, this is starting to feel great. Okay, Power Word Fortitude now reduces magical damage taken by 10%, so we'll recast that. This is getting nuts. This is just melting things, man. Thank you. Yeah, I'm always happy to interact with chat and answer questions. So, you know, if you guys see me live streaming and you got questions or anything like that, like never feel like you can't come in and ask whatever questions. Okay, we're going to spam a little bit here. These guys are going to start there we go. Okay, the reason I did that is because I got that bug again with my keypad. So I needed to reload the UI here. Oh, it's still... Okay. Okay, looks like we're good. Was still doing it for a second there. Man, my wife is downstairs cooking something, and it smells really good. I'm kind of upset that I'm not going to get to eat it for a while. Y'all are seeing this, right? This is nuts. Do the damage. Do the damage. I don't care. How much health does this guy have? 20,000? What am I at? 14,000. 17. There we go. Okay. Time for you to die. And Mind Blast. I don't know how well this ability would work in, you know, like in a group, because obviously if you're in a group, the damage is going to be spread around. Like solo, this is fantastic because I'm literally taking all the damage. While an enemy is shackled by your shackle undead, your power infusion's cooldown recovers 100% faster. I don't think these guys are undead, are they? No, they're humanoids. So I don't know that that power would do us a lot of good right now. I'm going to take the Phantasma so we have it at the shop. Rakata Unknown 12 says good evening. Good evening to you. Thanks for tuning into the stream. I can't remember if you've chatted before. I feel like with the name that long, I would remember. But I actually don't. Let me know if this is your first time. Raven says, been playing on the PTR, kind of like the changes. What have you been playing on the PTR? Like what classes? What changes are you talking about? Let's see. I probably do need to kill this guy because I don't want to take out this whole group. Actually, maybe we can take him out. Heal. No, we can't let them regen their health. They're regening their health. Okay, this is going to be potentially bad. Except we got Psychic Scream. Okay. And that guy regened his health. That's totally fine. I think we should have enough to kill this rare spawn now. 40,000. We're at 22,000, so maybe not. I've definitely gotten more used to this this keypad since I started. For those of you who have tuned into the stream and weren't here at the start, I'm practicing using a Razer Tartarus. If you don't know what that is, you can Google it, but it's a keypad. And I'm trying to test using this to see if it will help out with my carpal tunnel and nerve issues and stuff that I have. And so far, it's pretty good. Let's see. 20% of all damage that you take is stored in the Cathartic. The initial damage of your next Shadow Word Pain deals this stored damage to your target. Sounds good. We're kind of in this like beat me up sort of build anyway. All right, so blue, red, red, and blue. All right, so we want... Nope, I passed it again. So we want blue there. Oh, purple, red, red, and then we want blue. All right, there we go. Critical strike chance by 5%. I'll take it. 5% crit seems pretty good. That was weak. Oh, he's regening. Okay. I forgot about the Shadow Word Pain thing. I didn't need to cast it on that guy. That does give us a little bit more, though. We're up to 35,000. Oh, we got another... Extend the duration of Shadow Word Pain by 4 seconds. And another one. We're getting all the anima powers in this run. Amazing. This is the kind of build you push super high with. It's really come together. Yeah, and you know, I'd say like 2/3 of the time it feels like you get a build like this. 30% of the damage you absorb with Power Word Shield is reflected back at the attacker. That's pretty nice. Also, 300 Phantasma is pretty nice. Let's go. Right now, our Power Word Shield is absorbing. It's only at like 4,700. This is actually really good on Discipline when you get like a monster shield. But I think I'll just take the Phantasma here. All right. So this should instant kill him because he's going to drop 50% of his health right away. Yep. Tariq, how's it going, man? Nice to see you in the stream again. Doing some Torghast runs. Oh my goodness. 15% haste. Yes, please. Yes, please. All right, we're done. We're out of this floor. We're on to the boss floor. Very nice. I get the feeling we're going to wreck this boss. Depends on what boss it is. And we might not wreck it. It's not like, I don't know that we have a lot of, well, we do have burst damage because we can pop power infusion now, right? Where was that at? Yeah, power infusion causes smite, mind blast, and holy fire to become instant cast and have no cooldown. So we definitely want to do that mind blast. That's 3,000. Holy fire is 3,000 plus additional over time. And then smite is okay. So we want to spam the crap out of holy fire. That's what we want to use. So we hit power infusion and then we just spam the crap out of holy fire. But before that, we're going to want to make sure we throw our Shadow Word Pain on there. Yeah, this is definitely the Shadow Priest build that I got going was another one that was, oh, we got the guy with the stuns. Was another one that I was like, man, I could just keep pushing with this for sure. Okay, we got 2 plundered anima cells. Let's get both of those. Okay, keep getting all the anima power is actually going to pay off here. We got an additional 5% haste. Mastery. And actually, Mask of Sheer Terror is probably going to help here. This guy spawns ads. It says increase the amount of damage required to break your Psychic Scream by 300%. All right, so let's see what we get out of the anima cells here. We'll take the Power Word Shield one now. And then your haste is increased by 25%, but your nature damage and healing done is reduced by 75%. How much haste is that going to be? I feel like are we like not at the cap yet? I feel like we should, like, there's got to be a cap. And we're probably at it. Nature damage, that's our little lightning bolt. I kind of want to keep that, so I think I'm just going to grab the Worm Blanket. Okay, so we want to Shadow Word Pain, and then we want to Power Infusion and just spam the crap out of Holy Fire. I have not used Divine Star like at all in this run. Hasn't really been super necessary. All right, here we go. He's going to regen his health, though, so this is actually going to be... It looks like we did a bunch of damage to him, but he's going to regen it all, which is going to suck. All right, so now we want to start just... We want to start doing nothing because he's dead. Wow. Wow. Okay, so let's see what he gave us. So right here it says Torghast Boss Loot and Torghast Boss Loot, and then Condemned Soul Essence. So I'm not sure what those are at the moment. I don't think that they're items. I think that they're ingredients. And then there's a chest at the end as well. And this is where you get your Stygia. And that is the currency that you need. And it's one of the currencies you need in order to create your legendary weapons. It's the main currency that you need. And I got a fun bug again. Or not bug, but keyboard got stuck. And let's see what we get here. Shadow Word Death consumes your Shadow Word Pain effects on the target, dealing all remaining damage. Wow. Okay. Casting Mind Blast on a target that is feared triggers Pandemonium, fearing all enemies near your target. Or Fade creates an illusion of the priest for 10 seconds, tricking enemies to attack it instead. The illusion explodes for shadow damage when it dies, based on how long it remained alive. I think this one could be potentially cool as Discipline, where you like put this out, and if you can put a shield on it. I don't know if you can or not, but this sounds nuts. Shadow Word Death consumes your Shadow Word Pain. I kind of want to try that now. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, you can get a lot of damage in Torghast. That was nuts. Floor boss? What floor boss? Exactly. So let's see if we... so we basically can just like smite, Shadow Word Pain, 22,000 damage, non-crit on Shadow Word Death. Holy crap. That was nuts. This is the exact opposite of the Shaman Run, where I'm like, do I just keep going for like another 18 floors? I don't know. Man, that means if you don't actually kill the dude, you would do a lot of damage to yourself, actually, from the reflection of Shadow Word Death there. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's the Holy Priest run. Sadly, Lost, who's the person I told I'd do the Holy Priest run. I don't think he's here to see it, but it'll be there on the VOD. Lost, if you're watching this, look, Holy Priest rocks. That was a pretty sick run. Actually, really happy about that. Man, that was good. And we didn't even have a Covenant ability either. Or a Soulbind. Or a Legendary. Which, I mean, I could go get Legendaries. I could go craft a Legendary. The only Legendary I've used in a Torghast run is the one from Mistweaver Monk. And that's because I felt like it was just so critical to the build that I wanted to do that I just needed to get it. All right, you guys. We're going to do at least one more run. And I'm going to give you guys the options and let you vote in chat. And while you guys are doing that, I'm going to AFK really quick. So the options are Arms Warrior, Protection Warrior. That's it. No, I don't know. Let's see. Arms Warrior, Protection Warrior. I do want to do another melee. So Arms Warrior, Protection Warrior, Outlaw Rogue. Those are the three choices. If you guys want to vote in chat for the next one you want to see, then I'll take a look at the votes when I get back, and we'll go off of that. So once again, Arms Warrior, Protection Warrior, or Outlaw Rogue. Okay, I'm going to AFK for just a second. I'll be right back to see what you guys have voted for, and we'll get started on the next run. All right, we're back. Arms warrior. It's been decided. Yeah, I would like to see arms warrior. All right. Oh, I got a warrior. He has 2 arms. Let's do it. I know what Sean's voting for. He didn't have to say anything. All right, let's get the show on the road. I'm really hoping that I want Marksman Warrior to play like a melee version of Did I say Marksman Warrior? I want Arms Warrior to play like a melee version of Marksmanship Hunter, where you basically swing one time and whatever you're targeting dies. Like that's what I want to happen. It's not quite that outside of Torghast, but I'm hoping that that's what we can get in Torghast. Oh, there's a lot of people out here. I've been having a lot of fun as Fury Warrior. A lot of fun. Okay, let's switch over to arms. Got to make sure that we get our 2-hander out there. I want to go with crit and haste. And it looks like axe is probably our best bet. 36, 65, 18, 40, 36, 65, 39, 21. Now, I guess we do get a little bit more crit from the mace. Damage is a little bit lower, though. Let me know, Sean. Do I want more crit and less damage, or more damage and less crit? I'm going to throw in an axe for now while we wait. Okay, so for talents here, we're going to take anger management. We're going to pick... I like Skull Splitter. Impending Victory is real good for heals. I do like Skull Splitter as another button to push to generate some rage. Fervor of Battle is nice. We just whirlwind to slam our targets. I do like Second Wind. I'm not crazy about most of these, but I think maybe we want to take Cleave. And we'll stick with In for the Kill. All right, so we just need to tweak the setup of our abilities here. Get that Battle Shout going. You guys, if you see me without Battle Shout, remind me that I need to cast it on myself. Just play how you want. I'm going to use a mace then, because it's a mace. Oh, I do have the Venthyr Covenant ability. So we've got Condemn, which is an execute replacement. It deals 2,000 shadow damage. Huge shadow damage. You can only use it on targets that have over 80% health or less than 20% health. And then it weakens the primary target, which prevents some damage that they would do to you. If your foe survives, 20% of the rage you spend on it is refunded. So obviously, if you hit the target above 80%, chances are they're going to live until you get some anima powers that make Condemn blow stuff up. But once you get, until you get to that point, you get some of your rage back. I also have Door of Shadows, and also my warrior is on a quest, I think. So I have to go over here. It's going to be a little bit of a different run, but you'll still get to see everything. All right, so we have Battle Shout. We have our Charge, which I want to be on 3. Then we have our Condemn, which I'm going to stick on Q. We've got Heroic Leap, which we're going to put there. Got Heroic Throw. I'm not really worried about that. Ignore Pain, Intervene, Intimidating Shout. Pummel, we do want. We'll throw that on F. Let's see what else. We got our Whirlwind. Throw that on 2. And then jump into Arms, and this is where we get all of our goodies. So we have our Overpower, Mortal Strike, and then we also want our Cleave. We want our Impending Victory in here as well to heal up. We want Colossus Smash and Blade Storm, but those are on pretty long cooldowns, so I'm cool to just toss those up here and click them for now. We also have Skull Splitter. Ooh, too many buttons. Maybe I could get rid of Skull Splitter. I'm going to keep it for now. We'll roll with it. Let's go. So there's nothing too crazy about this build. We're just trying to have like good rage generation and places to dump it. So we have, actually I could probably switch those around. All right, we'll get rid of the spoilery stuff here. Oh, I love this ability. I love it so much. Shrieking Flagon is one of my favorite warrior abilities. I wasn't sure how much I would like it, but oh, I like it so much. It's probably not as fun on Arms because we have to like generate a bunch of rage to use Whirlwind, but Whirlwind pulls 3 random enemies within 20 yards to you. It's awesome. Then we have Ignore Pain. I'm not ignoring pain. I'm dealing out the pain, okay? So boom, we use our Condemn. Oh, I got hit by that massive strike. We gonna do some damage. Hello. Condemn. Whack. Chunk, chunk, chunk. I'm gonna have to figure out this rotation. It's a little weird because now I have like Condemn thrown in here, which I haven't had before. But check this out, right? We're gonna just Whirlwind and it just pulls stuff in. It's amazing. I love it. Condemn. Hello, Mall Rat. Heal me. Thank you. Come back. Let's go. Oh, Cleave hits like a truck. Oh my goodness. That, wow, that animation and that sound effect were sick. Okay. Okay. Probably should have Mortal Strike there, but that's okay. Wow, man, that Cleave sound effect is chunky. Hey, come here and get Cleave. Yeah. Cleave's got a pretty big cooldown. I don't even know if I need Skull Splitter. What? No! How dare you? So our cleave will consume overpower to deal additional damage, which is nice. Hello, Maw Rat. We still have only gotten one anima power so far. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble here. I'm getting a little too excited, a little too cocky. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Oh, look at that. Man, the chunk on that condemn, that was disgusting. Like almost 5k. Finally got another anima power. Heal for 50% of the damage dealt by whirlwind. Sounds good. Got another little anima power hiding back here in the corner. Maybe get like a neat whirlwind build. Okay, we can get 150 Phantasma, or we can increase Phantasma earned by 25%. I think we'll increase, like on floor 1, I always like to get that 25%. You end up with a lot more anima by the time everything's said and done. Get dunked on. In trouble, you bring the trouble. Exactly. Exactly. I'm not chasing you down. That felt like some severe overkill. Poor rat. All right, that's the exit. We want to try to find some more anima powers. What's that? Come in here. Say hello. Get cleaved. I kind of wish I had 2 things to charge now. Overpower. No, thank you. Okay, so we came in this way. Was there anything? There's probably a lone anima power up here. Yep, there we go. I really want something. I don't know if we'll get anything for like cleave. Damage of Mortal Strike increased, or the cooldown of Mortal Strike is decreased. 25% off Mortal Strike or increased damage. I don't know which one I'd rather have, but we'll take the uncommon one. So now we have a 4.3 second cooldown on Mortal Strike. Yeah, I'm kind of wishing No, I like having the heal. If I feel like we don't need the heal by the time we get to floor 3, then, I mean, I might change it up. I don't know what we're doing right there. Oh, I haven't been using Colossus Smash at all. I feel like a scrub now. Haven't needed it, but, you know, should have been using it. And that condemn animation with the two-hander is disgusting. So we can increase the damage of Whirlwind by 30%, heal for 100% of the damage dealt now, or have a chance to cast Ignore Pain when we get hit. I'm just going to up that Whirlwind damage. I'm trying to go for this weird, like, Whirlwind build. You guys don't forget to throw a like on the video if you're enjoying hanging out and checking out Torghast with me. Always helps. Alright, Maw Rats explode on death. That's totally fine. Nothing crazy there. We can get some rage generation and then whirlwind spam on this Maw Rat. Come here. Ah, we don't have enough. Yeah, I'll probably make a couple changes to my build. I want a little bit more, like, rage generation, I think. I should have condemned first, but I didn't. This is kind of part of a little intro quest thingy. Here, Maw Rat, come here. I haven't really, like, I feel like the anima powers we've gotten are pretty solid so far, but nothing, like, super duper crazy yet. Man, I like condemn. Condemn is a nice ability. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. It feels really good to use. Yeah. Colossus Smash. Forgetting about that ability again. Like a scrub. Feels pretty good. I think I still like Fury. a little bit more. But that's just like, Fury's always been more my playstyle. Man, Condemn Condemn fits in really nicely. Oh, another power. Armor and block value increased. We got another power over here too. All right. Rage generation increased by 20%, or striking a mall rat. Yeah, we're just going to take rage generation. That's exactly what I was talking about wanting just a minute ago. That seems perfect. I don't know why this guy won't, like... He should free himself. He looks like he's dead, so maybe he's just dead. Maybe that's what it is. I love the animation on that too. Oh, I think it's the same animation as Obliterate, actually. Hi, guys. Chunky hits, chunky hits. It's not marksmanship level yet, but it's getting there. Let's go. We don't care. Bring it on. That's good stuff, you guys. Like, man, that feels pretty strong. Let's see. It looks like that's the exit, so we'll go clear this out over here first. What am I yelling about? Oh, okay, gotcha. It's the soulbind conduit thing. Or actually, it's not a conduit. It's just one of the soulbind effects for the first Vinther soulbind that you get. Does this thing where you gain these stacks of Thrill Seeker. At 40 stacks, you gain Euphoria, which increases the speed of everything you do by 20%. It's actually pretty nuts. All right, I'm not gonna forget to use Colossus Smash on this guy. Shredded. Absolutely shredded. Haste. 5% haste. Yes, let's do it. Got over 400 going into the shop floor. I think should be next. We'll have to see. I'm actually just confident enough to like grab both these groups, whirlwind them in, get some overpowers going. Overpower again. Cleave. Generate some more rage. I like the fact that you can use Condemn on like basically like a full health target or a low health target, basically at all times. Oof. I'm gonna get these pots. All right, let's go. I just feel really comfortable on Warrior. Bone armor meet blade storm. That's going to put you in condemned territory. Nice. Man, that was pretty solid. Increase Phantasma earned. We already got one of those. Armor and block value increased. The duration of one of your shouts is increased by 500%. Which shout the Singing Stone's effect is revealed when the power is selected. Let's go Phantasma. Always happy to have more Phantasma. What are you guys thinking of arms at the moment? Now, the arms mastery has been changed in the current version in retail. Right now, when you deal damage, you put bleeds onto stuff. And the more mastery you have, the more damage those bleeds deal to the targets that are bleeding. So a lot of your damage is built 10% haste. Amazing. A lot of your damage is built into those bleeds. Now the mastery's changed so that if a target is bleeding, you deal more damage to the targets, which increases like the damage of your mortal strike and all that kind of stuff. So we can get more cooldown reduction on mortal strike. We can get Soul's Blessing, increases the duration of die by the sword by 10%. Or striking a Maw Rat with Charge or Heroic Leap instantly kills it and resets the cooldown of the ability. Let's see. What is... So we have Dying by the Sword. That is a parry chance damage reduction thing. I'm not super worried about that. Let's just do more mortal strikes. Reduce the cooldown on that some more. I like the change to the mastery for arms quite a bit because, oh man. Condemn has a 5% chance to instantly kill non-elite enemies. As if it wasn't crazy enough already. Let's see. We've got damage whirlwind increased by 30%. Yes. We've got damage of mortal strike increased by 20%. I want to get this anima cell first. Let's see what we get out of this. Boop. Okay, I guess we'll just take movement speed. Let's get... I haven't been using impending victory a lot. Let's do mortal strike damage increase since we reduced the cooldown quite a bit. And that should be good. I'm not even getting the opportunity to hit something that is like high enough health to get the instant kill on it right now. Let's try on this guy. Nope, did not instant kill him. Oh, okay. There's an anima power. I get it. There's only one we can choose, so like, what's the point? I've got all these people helping me because this is like part of a quest line. I don't actually know what the context is because I'm avoiding the spoilers. Oh, did not instant kill. That's okay. Nice. Berserker Rage lasts 100% longer and causes other party members to go berserk. Yeah, we're getting the chunk on right now. Very nice. Let's go for the guard. Nope, no instant kill. Oh, we just took some damage from a massive strike. I feel like I'm using cleave incorrectly. Replaces sweeping strike. Strikes up to 5 enemies in front of you. Cleave will consume overpower effect to deal increased damage. I don't know. I feel like it hasn't been hitting 5 things in front of me. Like right here. It says up to 5 things, but it doesn't look like it's hitting 5 things at all. Ooh, there's a Gorn Behemoth. I don't know if I've seen that rare before. Oh, came in right for a massive strike. Okay, that hit 2 targets, which was good. This spec looks fun. Which spec do you prefer? I prefer Fury, but this one's feeling pretty... Like, honestly, Condemn is kind of really bringing this together for me. I like it a lot on Fury, too, but, like, for arms, it just, like, really is hitting home. Like, it just fits into the rotation pretty well. Let's go! Oh, it looks bad. Nice. All right, let's see what kind of weird ability we get here. While in combat, your size is increased by 100% and you automatically knock back all players and enemies that come within 2 yards of yourself. Your attacks have a chance to launch a glob of acid, inflicting nature damage and allowing you to ignore 100% of the target's armor for 8 seconds. Yes. That other one sounds pretty cool if you're like a caster or a healer or something, but I don't want to continuously knock everything away from me as a melee DPS. All right, Phantasma, or the duration of one of your shouts is increased by 500%. We'll just grab that one. So that one is doing Rallying Cry. Okay, so Rallying Cry lasts for a minute now. How's it feeling with the new mouse thingy, the new keypad? It's feeling all right. I feel like I'm gonna get used to this though, and then the expansion's gonna come out, and I'm gonna be able to use my add-ons, and I'm gonna just go, what the heck is going on? Kind of getting used to it. What's your ... dots for, Sean? Man, I haven't seen anything get deleted by that. Yep, massive strike. I don't know, man. Arms is still fun, though. Can you play Demon Hunter again? I'll play Demon Hunter on a Patreon. Discord stream. Probably not today. Maybe today. I don't know. We'll have to see. You picked acid damage? What's wrong with acid damage? I like acid damage. Don't hate. Oh, massive strike. But that's okay, because I actually want to use the heal from that anyway. Hello. I picked acid damage because I want to be able to ignore 100% armor. That seems pretty juicy. Gain the collateral damage talent. Okay. What do we got? Does that even like work if I'm using cleave as a replacement for sweeping strikes? I don't think so. Phantasma! Okay. What? No, I was trying to click you. What you got for me? Casting Door of Shadows reduces the cast time of Door of Shadows by 10% and its cooldown by 3 seconds. Stacks up to 10 times. I haven't even been using that, so I'll take even more Phantasma. We're at 1342. We can buy everything in the super limited shop that we're going to have access to. And here's the boss. Acid damage reminds me of that guy from Team X-Force in Deadpool 2. I don't remember that. We'll take the Phantasma stealing, I guess. I kind of wish we were getting more abilities that were, no path. Okay. That's fine. All those powers we could get to... Oh, I bet if you have the increased, the more powerful jumps, you can get over there. Demon Hunter can get over there, no problem. Cheaters. Stupid pots. Ow. Hello, Bladestorm. Ooh, this is gonna get spicy. Oh, right into that. Yeah, condemn is gross. I think I've just confirmed 100% I am going Venthyr on my warrior. 100%. Transmog's cool. ability is awesome. I'm in. I don't need the shield. We'll just take the armor and block value. I'm glad that I jumped over that stuff because I really wasn't paying attention to the fact that it was there and could have jumped like directly onto it. Okay, do these guys go up or do they go left? Left. Okay, so we're going up. Oh, it finally... Okay, I don't know if it did it before, but that time it definitely deleted him. We got that anima power thing, the 5% chance to just kill something that's non-elite. Abilities cost no rage for a minute and a half. You know what? Let's do it. Might as well. Because Demon Hunter is the best. If you say so. Oh, so we can just like infinite whirlwind spam. Let's go. Let's do this. We can also spam the crap out of Condemn too. Come back to that treasure chest later. Hey you, come here. Come here. Wow. Just heard my wife laugh like a crazy person. I am definitely gonna bring that up later. It's gonna be hilarious. I'm gonna play this back. We're at 3 hours and 30 minutes. Aggie does a crazy, creepy, cackling witch laugh. Amazing. Let's see. Oh, who cares? Whatever. WoW would work better as a single-player game because not having to balance things makes designing content infinitely easier and allows for a ton of options. You know what's funny is I was having a conversation with a friend of mine about that, but in regards to like trading card games, collectible card games. Because I've got a buddy, and he's been on the channel before on playing Magic the Gathering with me on stream. And we usually get together and we play card games. And let's see, become immune to stun effects, increase your armor by 100%. Let's just go with armor. Not really worried about being stunned. We were kind of, I was kind of talking to him about the fact that like a lot of the card games that are out there right now, they just have issues that I think some card games like Slay the Spire and stuff like that don't have, because they're single player games, and the trading card games are multiplayer games, and they have to balance around, you know, deck strength and all this other stuff that the single player games don't have to balance around. And we were just kind of discussing like whether or not we even wanted to, you know, keep messing around with those types of games, or, you know, if we just wanted to focus on playing like the single player games and trying to get achievements and push ourselves as far as we can and stuff like that. And this one is all in light of like one of the card games we play has an expansion coming out this Thursday. Legends of Runeterra has a new expansion, and I was just trying to figure out like, do I even care? But no, that's kind of like your point there. Like talking about WoW would work better as a single player game. I don't know if it would work better as a single player game because it's first and foremost an MMO. I think that having to balance around so many different types of content definitely causes issues, and I feel like the game would play better if they could balance those things independently. Like, you know, your mythic whirlwind could be balanced separately from the raid one or the PvP one or whatever, but that's just like so ridiculously complex. I just don't know if, you know, that's even worth like considering. All right, I'm just grabbing a couple of things here. Oh, we got the your abilities cost no rage thing too. I think that's really, man, we have all this Phantasma and like nothing to really spend it on. But no, I don't think that. I think, you know, WoW is what it is. It's an MMO. But I certainly think a like single player version, like something like Torghast or whatever, would be like something cool that they could do. And I actually really like that you can go into Torghast solo because it is cool to do it like on your own and see how far you can get. All right, we're gonna get this rage mote and then we're just gonna go smash this boss to pieces. All right, looks like we got him down to 80%. Let's just start whirlwinding on him. We're gonna go ahead and use our heal. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. Oh, the heals. Oh, we got stunned. No, come on. I don't know how we get him out of here. He just kind of like meat hooks us back in. So we want to get that heal. Okay, he follows us out. That's not bad then. We'll be all right. It's just getting out of this stuff. We got our fortifying shout that lasts for a while. We can throw that in here. We really just need to get back into our cooldown. Okay, we're back into that. Got our condemn back, so this should do all right. Yep. Pretty solid. And we don't get an anima power here at the end because, like I said, this is just part of like the introductory quest. Soul Ash is another currency that we use. It's either for legendaries or it's for your covenant. Have you run Torghast on a Death Knight? Adam Sam, welcome to the stream. I think that might be the first time I've seen you in chat, so welcome as always. I've done Blood Death Knight and I've done Frost Death Knight. I did Frost Death Knight on the stream prior to this one. And Blood I did in the video, the Torghast with plate classes. If you check the description below, there's a link to a playlist with most of the Torghast videos in it that you can check out. Yep, no problem. Blood was a little bit boring. Frost was kind of like overwhelmingly strong, which made it a little bit boring, but not because there wasn't interesting stuff going on, just because there was like no challenge to it at all. And I think the anima powers that I got just didn't allow for a lot of like weird combos and strategies. It was just like, hey, you're just gonna destroy everything, which is cool, and definitely not a bad thing. But yeah, DK's been pretty all right. Blood was just, I don't know. I wish there was more interesting stuff available for Blood. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me. I'm surprised we got 4 runs in. Technically, I mean, the Shaman Run, I stopped because it was just going to take forever. But that was still, I think I did 2 or 3 floors, and that was still almost an hour long just getting through those. So, I'm going to talk about the next stream and stuff here in just a minute and let you guys know what's going on with that. But before I do, want to remind everybody, like the video. If you're enjoying it, feel free to hit the subscribe button if you're interested in more WoW live stream content. As well as guides. If you check my channel, I've got guides for BFA. I'm going to be making similar guides for Shadowlands as well. So if you want to know when those come out, hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell if you want to actually get notifications and not have YouTube decide what's good for you. Check the links in the description below. I've got more beta content in there. I've got the Torghast playlist that I just mentioned. Got a link to the channel Discord. It's 70 strong and growing. A nice, fun place to be in there. Also, my Twitch channel is down there. I'm going to be back on that in September. That's me live streaming stuff that isn't World of Warcraft, if that's something that you're interested in. Play a lot of card games and a lot of indie games as well, so that's usually what's up on Twitch. Do some showcases and show off new interesting games there. If you're interested in joining a guild for Shadowlands, on the US side, Proudmoore server, I've got guilds for both Horde and Alliance. Just get on there, hit the guild finder, look for Tsetzuko, Alliance, or Horde, and ask for an invite, and I'll send one out to you as soon as I can. We're going to be a place where you can practice new specs, new classes. You can try weird talent builds, and you don't have to play meta. You can just come, have fun, try what you want to try. When you're ready to go off and do your own thing, you can. If you want to stick around, we're going to be doing Torghast, Mythic Plus, and Legacy Raid content. Finally, if you've been enjoying the content here on the channel, please take a moment and consider checking out the Patreon. Links in the description below. Starting in September, I'm going to be offering a bunch of additional live streams to Patreon subscribers. Not going to take anything away from what I've been doing on the channel, just adding even more stuff on top of that. My current patrons are really excited about the content coming. I am too. Yeah, it's the first time I feel like I've gotten Patreon right here on the channel. So definitely check that out if you want to support and get more content. So that's all my spiels, my pitch, the big things. I try to only do that at the start and the end of the stream and not spam you guys with it a whole bunch. But I do have to put it out there because, you know, if you don't, people don't know. You'd be surprised how saying, hey, like the video, you know, increases the amount of likes that you get just because people are like, oh, yeah, I could do that. And I'm guilty of the same thing. I watch a video and someone's like, don't forget to like the video. And I'm like, you know what? I do like this video. Let me get that. So it definitely does help. And like I said, I try not to do it constantly. But I do want to let you guys know. And I want to make sure that if you like the content, you don't miss out on that Patreon content coming either. So with that said, I'm going to be live streaming basically every day this week through Thursday. So we got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm going to be back here around the same time. It's roughly 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m. Central Time. And I usually do about 2 or 3 Torghast runs. I'm finishing up the rest of the specializations. I still have Protection Warrior, Unholy DK, Resto Druid, Outlaw Rogue, Destruction Warlock, Resto Shaman, Beastmaster Hunter, Frost Mage, and Arcane Mage. So I still have 9 specs left to do. I've got 3 days to do them in, so I'm probably going to do 3 runs a piece. So if you want to watch more Torghast and you're interested in any of those specializations, that's what's going to be on the table. I usually pick one that I want to start with and then let you guys vote on what the other ones are going to be. Tomorrow, I definitely need to get a mage spec in, so I'm probably going to play Frost Mage, and then we'll vote on the other ones from there. So if you guys enjoy the stream, come back tomorrow evening, and you can vote on those other specializations. We'll check those out, and then, I don't know, we'll go from there. September's fast approaching, and there's a lot going on, so we'll kind of see once these runs are done what direction I want to head in. I know I want to showcase the Covenant abilities, the Soulbind system, the Conduit system and stuff for you guys and give you my opinion on that, which is mixed for sure, but we'll get around to that at some point. So thanks everybody for tuning in. You guys have a good night, good day, depending on where you're at. I'm going to head out of here and watch some TV or play something else for the time being. And hopefully I'll see you guys back tomorrow evening. All right, I'm just going to check chat here for a minute at the end in case anybody wants to sneak in anything there. Warren, appreciate the compliment there. You have a good evening as well. Thanks for tuning in. Everybody who is new to the chat today, new to the stream, I really appreciate you guys taking time to jump in the chat and ask your questions, make your comments. It definitely made everything a lot more entertaining and interesting for me. So I want to make sure I shout out to you guys and say thanks. All right, everybody. Hope you're having fun in whatever it is that you're doing. And as always, I'll see you on the next stream. Peace.